Yeah.
While I am retweeting this info out, give me a second.
Yeah, I don't even see your link on live yet. Where is it?
It takes a minute because it's going through
Yeah.
PlayStation. There it is.
Yeah, YouTube normally takes a couple minutes or a couple seconds.
That sounded like the little phone that Buddy has in Death Stranding.
Yep, that's the exact same tone.
Hmm. Cool.
Yo, what up,
Downloading the
hero?
MP4.
I appreciate the like, my boy. I know you're at work probably. I know you're in a meeting. It's Monday for you, but man, thank you for stopping by and watch that replay. Tonight's gonna be fire, man. So thank you, hero. Shout out to hero, man. All right, let me share this thing out there. Fuck RPG, I'm almost 2,700 subs. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, what, a couple weeks ago you hit like 22?
Yeah, man. Well, it was like
And
about
then
a
like a
month I
month
hit
and a half
two.
ago you hit 2, yeah.
Wow. It's fucking oh my
Keep putting out that content.
it's like 0 to 500 took me forever, but then from 500 up it flew by.
Yeah, my growth was between 1,000 and about 1,500 was going pretty good, and then once I got to just over 1,700, you just stagnated.
Mm. Where you at right now, Noof? You're like 3K or something like that?
Oh fuck no, I'm not even 2K, brother. Like I said,
Oh,
I basically flatlined after I got 17. I don't know what happened, but channel just died. Of course, I don't do much with it anymore either. So
yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean, that and YouTube's kind of been shitting the bed on putting lives out there in front of people and stuff like that.
Yeah, I get most of my views from I make regular videos on top of it. Um, well, that's my main focus is the daily videos that I put out, and I speak about physical gaming mostly. But
Yeah.
that's where I get the majority of my views. I think I've gotten maybe a handful of people from the podcast.
hmm
Uh,
There's Mr. Henry.
Mr. Henry in the house. Shout out to Henry. He was on the pod last week. It was a great conversation between me, Henry, and Morgan. Today we got RPG and Newf, and we'll do those intros in a bit. Let's let the herd come on in. Just tweeting this out.
okay, we're not live yet, are we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we're live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't have
Which
a
one?
PC with a whole ODS or not ODS. What's that
ODS?
called? Oh, is it ODS with ODS
Oh,
and
OBS.
all the OBS, all the fancy you know, Discord. I don't.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna need to get another monitor for my setup.
Yours broke?
No, if I end up running OBS, it's nice to have two monitors. You can run OBS on one, and you're streaming your game on the other monitor.
Yeah,
I
well, I've been just using that StreamYard program for my stuff, and it's not bad. I mean, the only thing is you can't go over 6 panel members, and you've got a certain limit of content every week. I think it is. Like, I think you can't go over 20 hours. Actually, it's like 20 hours a month or something on podcasts. Which, if you're only doing one or two, it shouldn't be a problem. But
I'll tell you what.
All I want to do is stream games.
I use dual monitors for work at home, and man, that thing is amazing.
Hmm.
Where the fuck? Yeah, my
my boy
Discord is
Talos
getting
in the chat.
current. What'd you say, new?
So my boy Talos in the chat.
Hey, what up, Talos? How you doing, bro?
Playing a lot of Battlefield 6, him and I.
That's dope. I normally don't play games like that, but when I played the
Oh,
beta for Battlefield, I was like, I gotta get this. I gotta get this.
so good.
It's
Even
actually
better if
the
you turn off the crossplay, because when the PC guys get rolling, it's just like,
yep.
oh my god, they just wreck you, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Shout
we
out to the
turn it.
PC guys. They're probably like super skilled. They're just damn accurate with the mouse or something. But man, it's just like there's like no downtime. You pull up that gun, and if you don't have the headshot in a split fucking second, you're just toast.
Not me, bro. I'm prejudiced against PC guys. I hate them. I can't stand them. They're weird. Well, I know RPG. He just became a PC guy, but I just don't like them, bro. They think they're fucking better than everybody else because they can get 63 frames per second. Like, shut the fuck up. You are arcade gamers. PC guys are arcade fucking gamers. I'm sorry. It's too early to get emotional. Bro, they just get on my nerves, bro.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I don't dig PC. I've tried that route a billion times, and it never works out. I just like my console, man. I
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
controller, and I like the atmosphere, and I like the ease of play, and
Yeah.
not 50,000 updates all the fucking time. Update your audio driver, update your fucking video driver, update this, update that, mix with a setting here, mix with a setting there. Like, honest to God,
Mm.
you know,
Well,
just
today and now is the best time to get into PC gaming, because now I think a lot more games are more streamlined, and I think there's more information out there. But when I was a kid, back in 19, what was it? When I tried playing Outcast, on my buddy's
mm,
dad's PC, it was like a Windows fucking 94 or some shit, and resources were hard. You couldn't just Google something. You had to like get into um, not Reddit, but the Reddits from back in the day and trying to
forums.
dig in forums and try to get information. And you're fucking 8, 9 years old just trying to game, man. You don't want to read
Right.
through all that shit. But see, we got some people in the house. What up, Henry? What up, Willie? How you doing, bro? Another Willie in the house. I love it. Just to give an example, Willie, I'm William. My son is William. My dad is William. One of my best friends' name is William. His son's name is William. His dad's name is William. So I love William. William's a classic name. William is a name that will be remembered for eternity. Who else we got?
You said on a podcast called The Will to Game.
The will to get, dude. I got so many names in my head for different shit. And Talos, thank you for
uh,
guys so much for being here. But we have enough people to get started, man. So you know what? Let me go ahead. You guys know my ritual. I wash my hands before I grab my controller. That's how longevity stays. But as soon as I get back in a split second, we're gonna get this party jumping because we have so much to talk about, and not just so much to talk about. We got some special guests in the house that I'm excited to introduce for you guys today. So retweet this, share this, let your girlfriend know about this, let your girlfriend's boyfriend know about this, let everybody and their mama know that Will and the State of Gaming is on tonight because we are gonna get it popping. And we got a lot of great topics, which I will give you guys a breakdown of those in a bit. But I'm gonna give you guys this quick little 30 seconds to let everybody know that we are live. I wish I had some music to play, but enjoy the silence because it's about to get loud.
Hey, Ward is here.
Yo, what up, Wara? Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gamers from all over the world to the State of Gaming podcast on this beautiful Sunday evening for Warwana, Monday early afternoon, I believe. It's either late morning or early afternoon for him. Shout out to you and Hero who both stopped in. But today we have some topics. It's been a busy week in gaming this week, especially with gaming news. And we're going to have a good time talking about these topics. And I brought in some special guests for you guys today. My co-host Nelson Gaming Culture is of course out this week as well. He has been deer hunting for the last 2 weeks, but he should return next week. But hopefully we can make him proud with this show tonight. But first, let me introduce my guest for the evening. You guys already heard his voice. His voice, you cannot, what do you call that? You cannot confuse that voice with anybody else. You just can't. He's got a unique voice with unique opinions, and I'm glad he's here tonight. Mr. Newf, how are you? Let the people know what you've been gaming on this last couple weeks?
Well, let's make it official. Boom, boom, kaboom is finally in the State of Gaming podcast room. Thank you, Will. Thank you, RPG guys, for having me here. It's been a couple of weeks in the making, but I am glad to be here. I love chatting games, and it's always fun to be a guest on podcasts, especially I think this is my first go round. So I'm excited to be here. You got a great chat already going, and I know you got some dynamite topics lined up. I can't wait to get into it.
Hell yeah, man. I appreciate it. And yes, it is the first time. Pop that cherry. We got blood all over the table, but we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. Newf, what have you been playing the last couple weeks, man? There's a lot of games out there. You said a little bit about Battlefield. Anything else?
Man, honestly, largely Battlefield. I've been dabbling with a few things here and there. I got to get back to playing Shinobi: The Art of Vengeance. Fantastic game. One of my contenders for Game of the Year, by the way.
Mm.
But yeah, Shinobi: Art of Vengeance, like I said, Battlefield 6 mostly. So really, outside of that, it's just been kind of dabbling with a few games and stuff like that. So yeah,
Yeah, Shinobi Art of Vengeance is phenomenal. I actually got a physical copy of that game. I'm a huge physical,
sweet.
guy. So if I can get a physical copy of the game, I will wait for that. Unless the game is just I can't control myself, which happens a lot, and I buy a digital and then I buy a physical. I double dip. I try to avoid that with the big $70 games, but look,
Hmm.
Shinobi is something else. I love the art style. It's the first demo that I actually played from front to back, meaning the whole 2 hours they gave us, I played
Hmm.
and I loved it. So huge, 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 huge game, and I agree with you. That should definitely be a Game of the Year contender. And our next guest of the evening, you guys know him as Frayed or RPG88, but he is here with us tonight, Mr. Frayed Voyager. How are you, and what games have you been playing?
Oh, I've been doing good. Besides, kicking this stupid flu bug that's been going around. So sorry if I cough in your ear
You
tonight.
sound way better today than you have the last
I
couple of weeks.
Yeah, I am feeling better, but yeah, I still got a little bit of that cough coming on every once in a while. Only
So
it really
what?
affects me if I lay down. But
So you're
what have
not
I been
dying. You're
playing?
not dying though,
No,
right?
no, not anymore. No.
Not anymore. That's good. Yes. What have you been playing?
Uh, the last couple weeks, I've been playing that game Satisfactory. Uh, put well, shoot, 100 some plus hours on that game, I think.
Sheesh, dude, you were like at
Yeah.
59 when we played on
Oh, it's up there
last
in like the
week.
120s now.
Damn. Okay. Let the people
And
know what the
then
game is about, because you got a ton of hours, and it's rare that you get stuck to a game like this. Outside of
yeah.
what's your favorite game over there?
Oh, V Rising.
No, no, oh, V Rising, and the other
Yeah.
one, Outer Space,
Oh, Outer Space. Oh, No Man's Sky.
No Man's
Yeah,
Sky.
yeah.
Nice.
I got quite a few hours in all three of those games. But no, Satisfactory is like the crafting, building, resource management style game. I mean, it literally you take the factory out of Satisfactory and you make your little factory and take resources and make them into
Hold on,
things,
hold
and then
on, hold
take
on.
those things.
Nelson, you said you were off tonight. You said you're off for the next week. Are you available? I'll see the invite right now. That'd be fire. I'm sorry, RPG. Go ahead.
But yeah, I mean, it's really just in the name, and it gets really addictive. I mean, the more stuff that you find and the more upgrades you get different components, and you get to upgrade your conveyor belts, and you get new materials to build like walls and stuff. So it's very, very addictive, and it itches that spot in my brain as far as like item management and inventory
Yeah.
control. As far as the other game, the last 2 days, 3 days I've been playing Black Ops 7.
Oh God, I'm thankful you brought that up because that's the first topic we're gonna get into. What up, Nelson? I thought you were gone this week too.
I was. I had to come home today. Killing season's
Oh,
over.
so how the
Yeah,
fuck am
gun
I
season's
supposed to
done.
know that if you don't communicate? I'm supposed to just read your
Sorry.
fucking mind?
Sorry. I only get fucking reception in the deer stand. That's the only time I
Okay,
can
now is a
fucking talk to anybody.
reception. Now is a Okay, okay. Well,
Full Nelson
welcome.
in the house.
Yes, my co-host finally is in. I gave him 2 week suspension for not fucking listening, and he's finally back. Nelson, let the people know what you've been doing for the last 2 weeks, man. Let them know about all the deer jerky you're gonna send my way in the next few days.
Oh my god. You and your damn. You know how much work that shit is?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try doing it over the holidays or something.
Okay.
The whole freezer's full though.
Good. How many deers you guys get?
5.
Ooh, is that all the tags you? Do they give you X amount of tags, or can you just
Well,
kill whatever you want?
you can kill a buck each, and then if you want, you can buy 3 managements too. So I can shoot 4 deer if I shoot 3 females.
Nice.
There ain't enough time in the day to clean that many fucking deer.
No, I mean
Yeah,
you'll be having plenty of time on one deer. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
and
good sized buck, and you're gonna be a
you're just
good
feeding your
like 6 8
family on
hours.
top of it, right?
Well, we split it 3 ways.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, dope. Did you get any gaming in over the last 2 weeks?
A little bit today, and the 2 days I worked 12 hours and got a couple hours in. That was about it.
What you play? Your services, your GT7
Yeah, that and Ghost.
and Ghost. How you liking Ghost?
Yeah, I just keep finding cool shit to do.
Yeah, it's a fun game. I like the combat's really good. I do like the open world concept. My only gripe with the game is the story. I think the story is completely dog shit in comparison to the first one. But outside of that, the game
I
is,
haven't
is
done any of the
phenomenal.
story yet, and I'm like 12 hours in.
Yeah, me neither. I think I got to my second bad guy, because you do the first one right away. I got to the second one like 25, 30 hours in, so it took me a while too. I think RPG was the same, right? RPG?
I want all those goddamn points and fucking toys and shit.
As far as like killing the first, like your next guy on your list,
Yeah, the second guy on the list.
yeah, I don't think I touched him till like hour 30.
Yeah, similar. What about you, Newf? Have you played Ghost of Yotei?
No, I have not. I'm kind of waiting. I'm still trying to finish off my second playthrough of the what do you call it? The director's cut on the PS5 of the first game.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, Tsushima?
So I'm going through that. Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. So I'm going through that, and I'm just kind of waiting because right now the backlog is super huge. So Yote is on my list, but it's just kind of like I'll wait for a deal on that one. I think.
Yeah, yeah. Look, man, I wish I had the self control, but like October or bullshit, August, September, October, starting with like Mafia. I mean, I fucking went crazy, dude. I normally don't buy that many day one games. I only buy the ones that I'm super interesting to me. But this year,
Hmm.
man, between August and fucking September or October, I went crazy, man. I bought
August and
like
September were fucking just
they
nuts.
were insane, dude. I bought Metal Gear,
It was
Nelson's
like 3
favorite
games of
game,
fucking. It was
a
fucking 3
week.
games a week coming out every week.
Yeah, Borderlands, fucking
Yeah. Right.
Mafia, fucking Lost Soul Aside. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. And I
Shinobi,
went,
Rage Round,
yeah.
fucking
Oh, Nelson loves
Metal
Shinobi too.
Gear,
Hmm.
Borderlands, fucking
Nelson,
Battlefield.
Newf,
What?
Newf's
Yeah.
game of the
Right.
year is Shinobi. We were just telling him how fire the game is, and you love it too.
Yeah, I like those
Yeah.
type of games. I can't
So,
It's
wait for
not
Cosmic Invasion.
very, yeah, it's not very often that I pick like a 2D side-scrolling indie, but it gave me the old throwback vibes. But it did it so well. It did it with like smoother gameplay and
yeah,
animation that I could have ever asked for. I was a little concerned that they picked the 2D narrative. I was thinking, it'd be cool to see Shinobi come back in a big 3D game, but I think they made the right call here. This game was just about
yeah.
flawless.
And the art style is beautiful. I mean, it's all, from my understanding, it's like hand drawn or some
Yeah.
shit. It's
It,
beautiful.
it's like how they did Streets of Rage 4.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. Yeah, I think it's by the same studio, isn't it? Or no?
Yeah, the Chemu, they're fucking incredible. They did Turtles too.
Right.
Fire. Well,
And they
let's get
did
it.
Cosmic Invasion, which comes out in a couple
Oh
weeks.
yeah, yeah, the Cosmic Invasion that comes out this next
Dude,
week, right?
Dochemu's my guy. 2 weeks and 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
coming
December
soon.
2nd.
That's not a day one for me, but that's definitely on my list to
I'm getting
get.
2 copies, maybe 3,
Why?
because it's fucking amazing.
Hey, support the games we love. That's we say that all the time. But let's get into our first
Mm.
topic because RPG said that he's been playing the game. And look, I told Newf and RPG in the Discord today, but today I went on not CD Keys, but it's a website like CD Keys, and I bought 1 month of Game Pass for $12, Game Pass
Hmm.
Ultimate. And I was shocked at the price, especially since Game Pass went up to $30. And I wouldn't mind paying $20 here and there for Game Pass to check out some of the games like Keeper, which came out, and that game looked interesting to me. But I was like, you know what? COD is out. We have Keeper. We got Ninja Gaiden. We got another game, something something Bounty Hunter, that me and Henry were talking about. I was like, you know what? Let me just get the 1 month and test them out and see which games deserve to
Hmm.
be purchased. So I went ahead and did it. And the first topic is going to be Call of Duty, but we're going to entangle it here with a couple other topics. But Battlefield. So let me give you guys my first impression. Has anybody here played Battlefield outside of RPG? And Nelson obviously hasn't played it, but Newf, have you played it? Or
Battlefield 6, absolutely.
not Battlefield, Call of Duty.
Oh, Call of Duty? No, I have not played it, and I have zero intention of playing that dog shit this year.
Yeah. Yeah. So normally I am the single player guy. I will wait for Call of Duty to hit the $20 mark, and then that's when I will buy it, and then I will play the single player campaign. Well, since I got Battlefest, I'm like, you know what? Let's play the single player campaign. I lasted 45 minutes before I turned it off and I deleted the fucking game. First time I have done that in years where I bought baby steps. I did that with baby steps. But on a big AAA game like this, this is the first time.
That shit. That's your own fault.
Well, it was like $15, and I was like, "Fuck it," for the stream.
Baby shit now.
Oh my god, so fucking trash. But Battlefield, or I mean Call of Duty, I didn't think they can get any lower, and I play that shit, and it doesn't even feel like a fucking military fucking shooter. It feels like Dead by Daylight, live service, and I'm speaking of the campaign here. I didn't even play the multiplayer shit. By the way, you cannot just pause the fucking game like a normal fucking single player game. No, it's all live service the whole way through, including the fucking campaign. And that was the first time I've experienced that with a big game like that, where I'm like, what the fuck is this? I got 30-foot machetes falling from the sky. I'm fighting zombies that aren't zombies. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? But RPG, you're the multiplayer fan. You've been playing Call of Duty for years, for decades. What do you think about this one on the multiplayer side?
On the multiplayer side, the arena, not including Warzone because Warzone's still old, so just purely on the multiplayer. I'm liking it. It's definitely a very wall hoppy, fucking jumpy, all that crap that people do, or they drop, shoot, and all that. But as far as like how it runs and how the guns feel and everything, it feels very good.
I would hope so.
That's a given.
The same thing there has been for 12 years. They got the same fucking maps even.
No, keep that out of the keep that. Don't even bring that stuff up because that's a given with Call of Duty. Talk about the other shit.
As far as the other shit, it's like as far as the I don't even know what you're asking as far as the other shit, because I mean that's all really the multiplayer is.
It ain't a DLC. It's just new fucking skins.
Yeah, it basically it is. I mean, it's
you just
like
gotta pay
how
for
I
new
look
skins.
how I look at sports games like Madden and NBA 2K and shit.
It ain't even like Fortnite where you keep your shit. You gotta buy new ones every year.
So hold on. So why pay $70? Why pay $70 for this game for people out there that are contemplating to fucking buy this game?
Well, like I put
play that fire ass campaign.
No, I don't play that. I'm not paying $70 for a 6-hour campaign that I haven't played the last 3 campaigns of the Call of Duties because I don't give a shit about them. I play strictly for the multiplayer.
So what is it?
I would just play the one from fucking last year because it's the same shit, but it's already paid for and you're keep your skins.
Each year it gets harder and harder to get matches because everybody moves on.
I saw that. All I needed to see was that one video that's going around on Twitter where the fucking team is fighting this giant ass motherfucker and he's like slamming his hands down and I'm
that's what I'm talking about.
It was like fucking God of War combat, like God of War 2, dude. Like
that
fucking
is
fighting the fucking Titan and shit like that. Like
that is a single player campaign. And that's what I mean. 30-foot machetes. So that's his fucking artillery. You get shot at by 30-foot fucking machetes in the fucking single-player campaign. I'm not talking about zombies. I'm not talking about I don't even know.
Zombies too, though.
They're not even zombies. They're fucking. They're soldiers that got infected by this fucking like red smoke, but they don't turn into zombies. They turn into some other fucking bullshit. I couldn't fucking believe my eyes. And then they are asking $70 fucking dollars. Like I got offended. I didn't pay $70. I paid $12 through Game Pass. But I just couldn't believe that Activision could get any worse, and they're fucking getting worse. Now, we just see some of the news that came out. First off, this is one of the worst Call of Duty launches in recent memory. So they couldn't beat last year's on Discord or not Discord, on Steam at least. They couldn't beat last year's numbers for day one.
With concurrent
gamers. Battlefield is still up there. As a matter of fact, Arc Raiders beat Call of Duty this week in concurrent gamers. Newf,
Arc Raiders fucking killed everything.
Let me bring it back to you, Newf, real quick, because
hey, bro,
you have no interest in Call of Duty. You've been playing Battlefield. Battlefield's been out for over a month now.
Yeah, man.
Is Call of Duty absolutely going to be gone? And what I mean gone, are the numbers going to stay super low moving forward? Do you think this is the best they'll do? Is this week one concurrent number that they have currently? Or do you think there's a chance that they might improve?
Here's the good thing about Call of Duty. Thank God for Call of Duty, because it actually caused a lot of the dipshits who went over to Battlefield to go back to their fucking little frag tag shooter. So that's a good thing. Because already the lobbies are a little bit less chaotic than they were previously. That's the good news. As far as sales, look, this game, I hate to say it, but it is one of those scenarios where Call of Duty is almost too big to fail. You know, the kind of crowd they're obviously going after right now is not the crowd that basically made this. It's not the crowd that made this game the monster franchise it is. You know, they're chasing, like I said, they've been doing this for a while, but they're chasing like the Fortnite crowd, the Fortnite money. They're trying to do whatever the hell they can to draw new players to the game and trying to keep players in the game as well. And, you know, this game, it's probably going to have one of the lowest totals, both player base wise and from a sales perspective. But you know what? Like they're still going to sell more copies than most games would ever hope to sell in their lifetime. This is the sad part, right?
That's true,
that's where it's at.
No other game other than GTA costs $1 billion to make either.
Yeah, well, it's definitely going to be a massive slap financially, and it's going to hurt their pocketbook, and they're going to have to revisit this franchise and see where they want to go with it, if they want it to kind of continue to get bigger and not kind of die, because, you know, a couple of misses in a row with this franchise, and
I think
and
the
this
last
thing
5
can plummet.
years have been misses, but they just get worse and worse.
I haven't liked it since the Modern Warfare 2. After that, it was just like Modern Warfare 3 was a disaster, and it's kind of been downhill ever since.
Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 2 for me.
Yeah, no, for me it's Modern Warfare 2019 or 2018. That was the best campaign in recent memory.
That was the last one I played.
Yeah, that was good.
A lot of.
Yeah, it's just, man, I couldn't believe that shit. I don't. And look, I made a tweet today. I made a post, and I'm gonna read it here to you guys real quick, because I think this is very true. And I know some people are gonna get mad at me for this, but who the fuck doesn't get mad at me every fucking week? I said, I don't blame Activision or Xbox or Phil or Microsoft or even Bobby Kotick or anyone involved with creating this slop of shit. I blame you, the gamer, for buying this piece of shit yearly. I will take part of the blame. I shouldn't have never gave $12 to CD Keys to get Game Pass to play this shit. It's embarrassing. I hope that they fucking lose money on this shit, because as you guys all know, the only time they will feel it is in their wallet. Otherwise, if they do halfway decent with this game, they're just going to do the same shit over and over and over every fucking year till you guys who buy the fucking game just stop. And until you can control yourselves, which, look, I'm not being a narcissist, or I'm not being like I'm holier than thou, because I can't control myself neither. I just talked about how I spent $12 to buy Game Pass today, right? But we have to do better, guys. Otherwise, we're never going to get better. And that's it, plain and simple. But that's all I wanted to talk about Call of Duty is slap shit. If you like Call of Duty, you probably already got it already, especially if you're listening to this podcast, because ain't no casual going to listen to this podcast. And if you're not a casual, more than likely you already bought the fucking game, even though we've been seeing the fucking bullshit that's been happening with Call of Duty over the last couple months. But with that out of the way, the State of Play happened this week, and it hasn't really been making a lot of the news around here. People are disappointed, but let me tell you guys about my perspective. I enjoyed it. I think it was one of the better ones, but to me, this State of Play felt like every State of Play, so I don't know why people are tripping. The only difference to me is that this State of Play didn't have as many live service games as other State of Plays have had. To me, that is the only difference. Newf, what do you think about what I just said, and what do you think about the State of Play?
Honestly, I've been away all week, so I haven't had a chance to check out State of Play. So I'll have to pass this one off. I'm sorry about that,
Oh,
but
good,
No,
good
yeah,
for
you're
you
good.
for saving 40 minutes.
yeah, I've been working and never been away, so I hardly had any like online
Uh,
time or
unless
YouTube
you're
or
into
anything
like
this past week, man.
throwback Japanese games, like the fucking old Koei Tecmo games and shit like that, it's for the Japanese audience.
Right.
If this state of play was for the
Like,
Japanese audience, and
I'm not
every
talking about
fucking
the
state of play was for the Japanese audience, get the fuck out of here. This was identical to every fucking state of play that I've been complaining about. But you guys all sucked Sony's dick because you saw a shiny fucking knuckle from Wolverine. Get the fuck out of here.
no, there's been really good larger games there.
Yeah,
This is all
larger
fucking
fucking
small
games.
fucking.
You get one larger game. It's all been the fuck. What's up, William? How you doing, man? It's been the same state of place for the last 2 fucking years. This one is no fucking different. RPG. What did you think about the state of play, man?
I watched the first 10 minutes of it. I turned it off because I'm not the target audience for that state of play, those type of games.
Here's another one. They were the same
It,
fucking games they show every fucking state of play. What made this one
but
so worse or hurt?
it got so damn boring to me. I just turned it off because I'm not
But they're
interested
all
in those
boring.
games. Some have better moments. I ended up going back and seeing like the list of games that they announced. I'm like, yeah, there's nothing there that I want. It's the same thing when they put those in the other state of plays like they have in the past. Those Eastern, Japanese and Chinese style games, I don't really care too much for.
Hmm.
Well, you're gonna need to because the Eastern companies are leaving the West and they're firing everybody that works for them that's from the West. Nelson, what about you?
Yeah, fucking all the bigger Japanese shit was shown. This was like basically the leftovers.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
So
something people said about this state of play that I didn't know because I don't watch Nintendo shit is that I guess a lot of the games were recycled from Nintendo's like directs and shit, which I can't confirm or
it's
verify
marketing
that
deals.
because I don't watch Nintendo directs or anything like that. So I cannot tell you that, yeah, I've seen these games on a Nintendo direct or something like that because I haven't. So a lot of these games were new to me. There were a couple of them that I was interested in. The Demon Baby one was something that the twin stick shooter one, which is something I'm interested in. A couple other ones, but yeah, no, I mean it was pretty boring as the state of plays have been for the last 2 fucking years. But the difference between this one and the other state of plays, besides the live service shit, is that Sony didn't have a big fucking announcement to make, right? And whether it's just a sneak peek at a future fucking trailer or to let you know that hey, this big studio is working on a big game that we're gonna, give you a sneak peek right now. Outside of that, it was the exact same. I don't fucking get it. I don't understand how people are saying this one was garbage, but the last 2 years of state of plays were fucking 9 out of 10s and shit. I don't fucking get
Yeah.
that not one fucking bit.
I'm not saying it was garbage, and I'm not saying it was great. I had no fucking interest in that game, in that state of play. After 10 minutes, I turned it off.
Yeah, nah, it's just typical gamer bullshit. They don't show the one fucking titty they like, so now the whole fucking body is garbage.
Well,
Um,
I always got to pick the left titty.
Gotta
It's always
uh,
the left one.
love
So
those big
you're
left
you're
titties.
you're as interested in let's see, Elden Ring DLC, Dragon Quest Remastered, and Fatal Frame over Saros, fucking Neo.
yes,
Well, you don't like Neo 3 games,
yes,
Wolverine,
yes,
fucking Battlefield.
yes,
Shut the fuck up, you're a liar.
yes.
You're not even
No,
gonna play those.
if RPG, let them know what I think about Sorrows, please. Because obviously Nelson doesn't listen to me as normal, but let him know what I think about Sorrows.
Okay, then don't buy it. You're gonna buy it. Shut the fuck up. We ain't even doing this. I know what you're gonna do.
No, shut up.
I have actually no idea what you think about Saros.
Okay, what I think about Sorrows is Sorrows looks cool, but it's probably gonna be difficulty as Returnal, so I'm out. I'm not good at those
Preach.
games. So I'm out. It looks cool though, and if it's on sale or maybe I fucking get the itch to get a shooter, I may buy it. But it's not gonna be a day one. What's the other one? Wolverine.
No, he'll
Yeah,
get it like 2 days
Wolverine looks
after.
good.
Watch.
Wolverine
Yeah.
will
Does it
be a
every
day
time.
one. No, I don't do it every fucking time.
Every
Wolverine is a day one for me, but I'm not like a Marvel person. It's like it's a cool AAA game that's coming that I know is gonna be high quality. It's a PlayStation first party game. The other one, what is it? Marvel Token. I do not give two shits about fighting games. I do not care about Marvel
Mhm.
Token. It looks cool, yeah. It looks. I think the art style
It
looks
looks really
great.
good,
It looks really
but
good, but
yeah,
it's just
Mm.
not for me. So when
nope.
people say PlayStation may have 3 games coming out in 2026, like, yeah, too bad
Well,
that I'm
maybe
not
next year
interested
they'll
in none
get
of them.
fucking Paint Your House Simulator, then you'll be happy.
Yeah.
No, because there's a difference. There's a difference in this shit. Those Paint Simulator or Power Wash Simulator, those are games that fill in the gaps, right? These aren't games, except for Power Wash. I really love that game. But these are games that fill in the gaps for those big AAA games. But to answer your question, I have Damon and Baby that I wish listed. Nevergrave, The Witch and the Curse. That's another one that I wish listed. And Fatal Frame 2, Crimson Butterfly Remake. Those are 3 games from the state of play that I wish listed. So I will be copying day one. Damon Baby is probably going to be a $20 game. Nevergrave, The Witch and the Curse. That's a $15 game if you're a PS Plus member. And then Fatal Frame 2 is a $50 game. So I just don't understand what the fuck people are talking about when they're saying this shit sucked or there was nothing for me when this state of play was fucking identical to the last 2 fucking years. I don't know how many times I can say this shit. But either way, that's what we all think about the state of Newf missed it. Hopefully Newf can at least get some highlights of it, see if there's anything that he'd be interested out of that. And once again, why are they doing this? They want to go back to they want to really focus on the Japanese market, right? And Noof, do you think that is a smart way for PlayStation to go? What is it about the Japanese market that they are like, wait a minute, we kind of strayed too far off. Let's get back in there. What do you think PlayStation's thinking is?
Well, I mean, it's their homeland, and it's kind of their bread and butter in a lot of ways. And a lot of the exclusivity and the stuff that kind of sets them apart, even when it comes over here to North America, is the support from a lot of those developers who usually don't, follow suit on Xbox or Nintendo. Well, Nintendo they might, but in most cases they usually just ignore Xbox or they come to Xbox like way down the road. So, like I said, it's kind of their bread and butter, and they must do metrics on seeing what the feedback is and what people like or they don't like, that sort of thing. Obviously, Western development in gaming too it seems to be quite different nowadays. There's a lot of DEI stuff in here. There's a lot of
Fucking
woke bullshit
overhead is
going
fucking
on,
a lot. It's really
right?
expensive. They don't get any work done.
No, well, that's
Fucking
just it. Those Korean
the
developers right now are popping out fucking games left, right, and
yeah,
center,
that's why
right? Like these
the
small
things are so
guys.
much. They say
Yeah.
I talk to people in the industry. The average
Oh, we got our
worker in the
insider.
West gets Falky told me he gets all the he gets all the paperwork back. We get about 2 hours of done work done a day, like actual
I
hands-on work.
believe I would believe it because what the fuck has Rare been doing for the last fucking 15 years, right?
Well,
They made Sea of Thieves and they've been putting semen in the buckets. That's all they've been fucking doing ever since,
Yeah,
and,
it's
and
just
to
it's just
right?
update.
and to
They
give you
haven't
guys
done anything else.
a little bit more info about what I'm talking about as far as the industry in general. So Square Enix is one of the bigger ones who basically they're laying off all their Western
There, you can sold them all
developers.
off.
So to give you another example is the average video game developer that lives in San Francisco gets paid $100,000.
No, it's
In
more than that. I'm sure
in
you can't
the
live off that.
average in
200.
Tokyo is 20. So you're talking about a US developer is getting 5 times paid more the amount than a developer in Tokyo, and yet they are putting out bullshit. Look at the games that Square Enix has been on the West has been in charge of over the last 5 years. We have Forspoken. We have
Mm-hmm.
what's the live service game that fucking failed by Square Enix? The Life is Strange, and then we also have that other live service, the one Thrifty
Foam
really likes.
stars,
What
foam
is it?
stars,
No,
foam
no, not
stars.
Foam Stars. Well, that one failed too, but it is where you like go to a different planet and oh god,
The fuck are
I
you
have
talking about?
zero idea on that one.
the chat will get it because they obviously are fucking real gamers.
Wasn't Granblue,
Uh,
was it?
no,
No, that's
it's just
I don't
oh,
know these fucking Asian developers, so
Thrifty
that was
really likes
actually who
it.
the fuck was it? Nacon or something? God damn it, I can't remember who published that now.
No, that
Anyways,
don't matter.
it's yeah, that's we don't even fucking know the name. That's how much it doesn't fucking matter. But that's those are the big three IPs that they've been working on, and obviously they failed. Now, Life is Strange is a
Hmm.
little bit different, but I can almost I don't want to say I guarantee because I don't fucking know, but I'm pretty sure the trajectory of that game isn't going
Yeah.
up. You know what I mean? It's probably maintaining at best. But so what they're doing is they're getting rid of all these Western developers, closing, you know, minimizing as much as they possibly can.
Hmm.
And I say good. And Nelson hit right on the head. They are going
I
to
told you, man. I've been telling you this time. You think I'm fucking crazy? China is the future of gaming.
no,
I'm
China
telling
is
you right
not the
now.
fucking future of
Yes, it
gaming. China
is.
doesn't even fucking deal with consoles. They're dealing majority with
They are
fucking
now, bitch.
mobile. Yeah, they got
What
fucking
was
what
it? If
four major
Shift,
games that we know about.
yeah, Shift
Yeah,
Up
they've
had
been
that
in
big hit
the
with Stellar
fucking
Blade.
console. Give it 10 years.
Oh yeah, Stay Float Stellar Blade is
Wukong.
South Korea.
You see Phantom Blade next year? That's my number
Yeah,
one game.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wukong was Korea, right?
yeah,
Korea, and then
yeah, Korea.
No, Wukong was China. Stellar Blade was
Stellar
Korea.
Blade was Korea, right? Shift Up, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that one fucking Luhan game fucking coming out. Fucking shit looks fire too.
Luhan.
Luhan, yeah, that fucking. You know what I'm talking about? I'll put a video of it. Maybe Thrifty
Mm.
knows the name of it.
No, I've not seen anything
I shared
Wuhan.
it a while ago. It'll fucking take me forever to find it.
No, Phantom Blade Zero. Yeah, that does look good.
Is Henry in the chat? He remembers everything. I fucking sent it to him.
Wu Chang,
No. That's
I'm
Team
over,
Ninja. I know who that is.
Tides of Annihilation.
I'm over
No,
here
that's
looking for
another
that
one though.
damn.
That's another game though. But yeah, that looks fucking tight too.
What the video game industry needs to do is they need to do what Nintendo has been doing for a long time is they use the West as their marketing publishing arm of the business and they leave the creativeness over to the Japanese. And I think I don't want to say they should do that long term because me personally I don't care for Japanese games. I'm not a fan of JRPGs. I just don't like their art styles. I don't like their writing. I don't like their like. There's a lot of things I don't like. Their gameplay a lot of times is really good, but I prefer my Western RPGs, my Western made games. But unfortunately, they have dropped the fucking ball. They have put their own personal beliefs, their own personal politics ahead of what the consumer wants, and now they have fucking failed. So fuck them. Like Nelson said, they're way too fucking expensive. They're not producing anything of fucking quality. So now they're finally seeing it. It sucks
They
that
spend half the
somebody,
days in quiet rooms and fucking drinking keto and shit.
yeah, drinking, fucking, doing yoga and shit.
You seen the fucking places
Yeah.
they have, dude? They have fucking like timeout rooms and fucking they get food catered. Like Bobby Kotick was bitching. He's like, fucking. That's why part of the reason he's sold. It's like, man, it's hard to deal because fucking we have to make sure we bring in vegan meals and fucking goddamn. It's fucking, you know. You
That's
have to
right.
fucking, you gotta get everything cleared for, you know what I mean? They fucking, everyone's fucking weird needs and all that shit like that.
Gotta make sure you got enough nose ring polish in the building.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh, Outriders.
Hey, if you don't fucking put he is or fucking what, you're gonna get
He,
fucking
him.
sued. You know what I mean?
He,
No,
him,
I'm
dude.
talking about whatever the fuck.
They, them.
Half and half. They them. They don't put they
Outriders.
them on their fucking tag, they'll fucking sue. You know?
Outriders. Outriders is the name of the other fucking live service game that
Oh
nobody seems to have
yes,
known.
Outriders. Fuck yeah.
Outriders. So those are the
I
games
forgot
that
all about that
they.
game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. A lot of people
Yeah, so did
did.
everybody
we
else.
all forgot about it.
We played it the first week, and then we're like, yep, we're good.
I didn't even
The
play
thing
it
about
till
it is
like.
that game had a great concept. It just wasn't.
Oh,
Well, that's the
just like
problem. They
It's
all
kind of
got
like
great
Gears of War
concepts.
Gut Judgment. It was just not the quality level, but the fucking concept of it's good.
Yeah, great on paper.
I could think of,
poor in
I played
execution.
it on Xbox when it came out too. It fucking ran like shit. It fucking freezing up all the time. Like, what the fuck is this shit?
I spent like 5 minutes staring at my fucking collection to find the name of that fucking game. Outriders. But those are the games that the Western branch of these Japanese, companies have been in charge of. It's games like that. Fucking Forspoken, Outriders, Life is Strange, and I'm sure there's a couple more in there that I'm fucking forgetting. And then they're wondering,
Avengers.
Avengers,
Guardians of the Galaxy turned out alright.
Guardians, I love that game. But yeah, so that's a huge problem. Now, people may be asking, well, why focus on America? Well, because we're the biggest market in the world, and not by a small margin. We're pretty big. I mean, we're talking 80 billion a year. We're the second closest. Oh, I think it was China at like 30 billion a year. So we're doing almost triple than what China does in sales, video game revenue a year. That's why they've all switched.
We're not the highest for like consoles and stuff like that, but we have the highest
Just
spend. We're the
gaming,
most valuable
gaming in
consoles.
general, gaming in
We spend the
general.
most.
Out of all everything gaming, we are the highest. So that's why these companies were like, okay, well, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. But the problem is that these fucking developers, like I said, they put their personal politics and their personal beliefs into the game instead of what the customer wants.
Yeah.
Newf, let me hop
Yeah,
back
man.
to you because you're coming from Xbox. Let the people know a little bit about your backstory. How long were you gaming on Xbox? Was Xbox your preferred console? Did you go from
Yeah.
PS1 to Xbox? How did that go for you?
Sure. Okay, so I'll start out with the PlayStation side. The only PlayStation console, okay, the only PlayStation console I have
Was the
never
OG.
owned was the OG. That's correct. I started with the PlayStation 2, and have been with PlayStation ever since. But Xbox became very special to me just because a lot of their franchises were like just the games that just resonated with me. Like I was a massive Halo fan. I used to love Gran Turismo, but then Forza came along and sort of kicked that one off the pedestal. And Gears of War is like my all-time favorite game on Xbox. I love that franchise. I've had every game. So like I've been there from the beginning. I've been there from the OG Xbox right on up through. I've had several Red Rings of Death consoles, and you name it, man.
Yeah, you told
I
that
pretty much
story
had
the
it,
other
right?
week. I was like, this motherfucker went through half a dozen. God damn.
Oh yeah, it's crazy, man. Like yeah.
That's how
So
they got the 83 million consoles sold. 6 per person.
pretty much.
I know
So,
someone who had 5.
So yeah,
Only 2
man.
of
Like
them were replaced, so
I love gaming. Like I mean, going back even further, I was always a Sega kid. You know, I loved Sega. I always liked Sega more than Nintendo even. But I've always had Nintendos. I've had Nintendos. I've had every Sega. Like I said, I've had almost every PlayStation with the exception of the PlayStation 1, you know, and I've had the Vita and I've had the fucking PSP and you know, I've had like anything that was significant. I've had the PSVR. I got the PSVR 2. I love PlayStation. There's a lot of things to like about it. There's a lot of shit I don't like about them, but that goes for every one of these three companies. They got their pros, they got their cons, right? Nintendo's the anomaly of the three companies, but I won't get into that because I could sit here all night. But yeah, man, I love gaming, and I've been around this scene for a very, very long time. You know, next year I'll be 50, so I'm an old fart in the scene now. So you know, I've been podcasting since 2013, 2014. And I've gone through some big podcasts and I've had some good successes and I've had some massive failures and I've kind of come and gone and returned again. And and I just like to me, the one thing with me, man, I just tell it like it is. I'm an honest guy. I speak from the heart. I'm a very passionate gamer, if you can't tell. You know, it's not a personal thing. But again, like we've invested a lot, and I think a lot of us can say the same. If we're invested enough to do podcasts, you can tell that we're more than just the average everyday gamer, the guy that spends 40 hours a week on Fortnite and Roblox. We're the kind of gamers that, like I said, we grew up in this industry and we've had a lot of consoles and we've spent thousands upon thousands of dollars on
a
games.
year.
So a year, it's a lifestyle. It's a hobby. Then it's a fucking expensive hobby. You know, and there's a lot of things about the industry I like, but there's a lot of shit about the industry that I think I don't like. And I've always been, and it goes back, and a lot of guys still give me credit to say, I was one of the original guys who said, I fucking hate Game Pass. I hate what it stands for. I hate what it's going to do to the industry. And it's all starting to come to fruition
Yeah,
now.
you have. You're the only Xbox channel that ever pushed back against it, to be honest. Credit to you.
I always hated it. Even Tim Dog said to me years afterwards. I talked to Tim Dog and he said, "Newf," he said, "You were right when you took that hard stand on Game Pass. You said you kind of saw the writing on the wall." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "This is what is going to happen to the console that we love. Is that this ecosystem is going to change how we play, how we consume our games, and it's going to divide its audience." And only the people, like I said, that I think are brave enough and ballsy enough to speak up on it have. A lot of people, again, they're afraid to say anything because they think the sun shines out of Xbox's asshole, and they don't want to say anything because they're afraid they're going to lose their perks, so they're going to lose their audience. But honestly, I wish Game Pass never existed because I think the ecosystem of all of the companies would be totally different today if Game Pass didn't have a certain level of success. But Game Pass is not the big success that Xbox hoped it was going to be. And that's why they're switching the game up every fucking 5 minutes. It seems that's why they
Yeah, I know.
changed
I can't
the
keep up.
tiering.
They change their fucking what they're pushing every 3 to 6 months.
Yeah. But anyway, I could bore the shit out of you guys. That's kind of it in a nutshell, unless there's some specific you want to know.
No, that's perfect. And I wanted to ask you that because we've been talking about the state of play. We've been talking about so far, we've been talking about Call of Duty and how all these things have gotten away from what us gamers are looking
Mm-hmm.
for and the type of games that we like to play. So my question to you is, and I wanted for you to give the people a little bit of a background so they could see
Mm.
where when you answer this, where you're coming from. So when we talk about the East doing what they're doing now and
Yeah.
how on fire they are and how the West is just going downhill. If you had, I don't know, the top three developers, publisher in the West in front of you right now, and they said, Newf, we need to know what it is that you as a gamer are looking for in your games, what would you tell them?
Well, one, I want games to respect our time because, a lot of us are working, we have families and our backlogs are already crazy. So I don't need you guys to give me these 60, 80, 100 hour epics. You know what? Make it good, make it great, make it memorable. 20 hours to me is more than fine. 10 hours is kind of like when you're like 3 and 4, sometimes that feels like a cop out. Like a lot of these campaigns that are under 6 hours, it almost feels like it's an afterthought for them at this point. They
Yeah.
just put it in to say they got it, just to kind of to appease part of the audience. But at the same time, they're not that great. So, you make a short campaign and, but like I said, if you can do 10 hours, 20 hours, I think for most of that's where I'd start first is respect our time. And if people want to invest
Like
more game in it,
Hellblade,
yeah. And if people want
3
to
hours
invest
of
more time
walking
in
and 2 hours of cutscenes.
it,
I can't believe they
yeah.
made a 5-hour game with 3 hours of filler. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's one of my biggest disappointments in the last 5 years. I had high hopes for
Me
Hellblade
too.
2, and it definitely missed the mark. I mean,
Me too.
graphically, yes, graphically it lived up to my expectation, but the gameplay did not really evolve. If anything, I thought it reversed. It was
It
kind
got
of
a lot
weird.
Yep.
worse. The story
Like
got worse.
they were trying to make the gameplay cinematic, so the fight scenes almost felt like they're almost like quick times in a way, but they weren't very intuitive. And I was thinking she was going to have a shield by now, and it was going to be more parry
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Well,
But instead,
Newf,
it was kind of like one-on-one with an enemy, and you just kind of dodged left or right, and you rolled around a little bit, and then fucking smacked them. You know what I mean? It was weird.
Newf,
The first game was better.
remember in the first one where it was like every time you die, that black thing goes up your
Yeah,
arm,
yeah,
and if you got to the top, then you would just game over, right? Now it didn't really
yeah.
happen in the game, but it was a cool concept, and those are the things they should have expanded on with the second one. The second one, to me, the combat felt like nothing but a QTE fucking fest. Every encounter was QTE. It felt like, even though it wasn't, but it was so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 that it made it boring. Sorry to cut you off. I just wanted to bring that up. Go ahead, Noob.
No, that's perfectly summed up. Like Hellblade was good, but it was disappointing. And consider that they gave it a bigger budget. It was in development for a lot longer than the
They
first
went from
game,
12 people to like fucking 80, and they got 6 years instead of 3.
exactly.
So they got
But-
5
but-
times more people, twice as long, and they made a worse game.
But have
That's
you
fucking
noticed
crazy.
Have you noticed that's the trend with every studio that Microsoft takes over? As
Yeah.
all of the games seem to get bigger budgets and lots of time, but they're not necessarily making better games with that usage. And again, this comes back down to
horseshit.
are the studios being effective, or are people leaving? And it's kind of funny. Look at all the people that have left Microsoft since they bought the studios, right? So they get Bethesda. Guess who's the first guy to leave? It's fucking Pete Hines, right?
He said,
Pete
"Fuck
goes.
you, I'm out."
Mike Ibarra left, and then they fucking had Rod Ferguson left, and then he brought those
All they had
guys with
Forza
another
left.
company.
Halo went
hired
for 3
them back
directors.
in, right? Halo went
The
to
guy,
Metal
the
Gear with
guy
Bonnie
for
Ross,
hang on,
the league
the guy for
guy.
Arcane, the head guy for Arcane left right after they launched Deathloop.
Yeah, and now even they made the
Oh, the
initiative.
state of
Spent
Decay to the
a
developers. There was
yeah,
only 10 people left on the team when they started that game.
yeah,
The third one.
and then they make the initiative. They hire this Gallagher guy who was notorious for being with Crystal Dynamics, and he made, of course, those amazing Tomb Raider games. And then he gets hired. They fucking cancel the
Oh, it wasn't
game, and
this.
then he
That they
fucking
had people
leaves.
from Naughty Dog, Rockstar. That was the fucking ultimate
Yeah,
team. They still didn't get nothing done. 7
the
years they didn't come up with a
quadruple A
concept.
team. Yeah, and didn't even get a demo off the floor. Like, what a fucking shit show over at Xbox, man. But yet guys keep defending this crap.
Yeah, well, remember, Newf, I already knew there was going to be a problem when you see the owner of the studio fucking in yachts with boats and hoes and
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like, oh, we finally
yeah.
got that paycheck, so fuck work.
Oh
I
yeah.
always give it the example of, it's like you're that rookie year trying to prove yourself in football or
Uh huh.
hockey or whatever, and you do, and next you get that big contract, and now that hunger went away. Now it's like, all right,
Well,
Yeah.
let's just show
they're
up
just
and
living
do
up
what we
to the
do.
old.
Yeah, and then we got the Xbox community shitting on Mike Ibarra. I thought Mike Ibarra was this cool guy. A couple years ago, he was like the sunshine out of his ass, but now that he's had a few bad words to say about them, and he's basically said they're going in the wrong fucking direction, they're all like, Mike Ibarra's a chump, and he doesn't know what he's talking about. Are you sure about that? Because he worked there, and he had lots of praise to say about him a while ago, so now that he's not there, you just think he's just a bitter guy? I don't think that's the case at all. I think he knows what's going down, and that's half the reason he fucking jumped ship.
Well, they did the
Hmm.
same with that one lady. Remember, Nelson? What's the name of the lady who's been talking about
Laura
Xbox and
Fryer.
Laura
Hey,
Fryer?
Yeah,
They're
Seamus
like,
exactly.
Blackley. Seamus Blackley, like fucking. I listened to. If you want the interview, I can give it to you. I was the one asking all the 101 questions because I had a lot of questions for him. Fucking, and he was like, it was hard working at Microsoft because I wanted to create games, and let me tell you, they ain't a fucking creative company, and they're not a fucking game company. Fucking, you know what I mean? They just, so he left, It was just
so,
funny. He was like, it was funny watching Microsoft pretend like they were some fucking game company or something.
so,
It was
dude,
hard.
respect your time. What was the other one? No,
So
no. Go ahead.
Well, respect your time, and first of all, like I said, you gotta like you kind of gotta like you gotta cherish your IPs. You gotta respect your IPs, and you got like that's the thing. Get in touch with your fan base. Ask what they want, because we see how like every time there's a state of play or there's an Xbox showcase, what do we get excited about, right? Are we jumping out of our chairs every time we see some weird IP that gets announced, or do we jump out of our chairs when we see Kratos, or we see fucking Nathan Drake, or you
Yeah,
see fucking Master Chief?
Master
This is the
Chief.
shit
Yeah.
that we keep telling people what we want. And sure, they give it to us to some degree, but they're not really giving it to us. You know what I mean? They're not really teasing us with anything, and then they're trying to take too many gambles with a lot of franchises. Because again, instead of keeping your core audience happy, instead of keeping the 10 million guaranteed sales you could have by keeping those 10 million gamers happy, you're trying to fucking bring these games to new audiences by doing shit that you don't even know it's going to work. So
Yeah, you
stop
hear the
fuck.
rumors about the
Yeah,
next Halo, the multiplayer?
something. Refresh my memory.
It's gonna be like Fortnite.
No, for fuck's sake. See,
Well,
Halo doesn't need to be Fortnite. And that's the thing. Sometimes a company just has to be happy that a game is only going to sell 5 million copies. It's not going to be Grand Theft Auto. You
yeah.
just have to be okay with that. But what you have to do is make sure that you maximize your development time and to of course maximize the profits. So Halo can't take 7 and 8 years to make anymore. They got to streamline it. They got to stick to an engine they know it works. They got to stick to smaller teams that know what to do, and they got to have passionate developers who actually love the game and are fans of the game, not just some dipshit that they hired off the fucking street that knows what Halo is but really doesn't care about what it wants to be. It's like the TV show, right? Like the TV show was okay in itself, but they took too many liberties. Did they make that
Hmm.
TV show to get new fans, or did they make it at all for the actual game fans? Because I think you got to make any property, you got to make it for your hardcore fans first, and then you make it for the other people second, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and and that's what I was talking about earlier when yeah, they may give us a little bit of what we want, but then they include all their personal shit in there, their own personal beliefs, not what the gamer wants, not what the lore says, not what history says. They always want to try to do something that's completely off base or something that doesn't go with the IP. RPG, what about you? What do you if you had three heads of studios or whatever sitting in front of you, what would you tell them about how to make a game better? What are some things that you want to see?
I mean, Newf basically hit it on the head as far as respecting our time and my biggest thing is these guys are putting out games. These directors, these heads of these studios, they're putting out these games that are not finished. They're not running right. They're not optimized. Now, PlayStation is not in such a deep of a hole as
That's
Xbox
another
is.
thing. Fucking 6 years that game came out at 30 FPS. And it
Exactly,
only
yeah.
had two-thirds of a fucking screen.
And it's not even like the 30 FPS thing either. It is the content. Like,
Right.
you gotta be able to fucking put out your game without you fucking T-posting like fucking Cyberpunk did at the beginning. But Cyberpunk had issues. It was
I love
not great.
Cyberpunk. No, it
Absolutely.
wasn't.
But yeah,
I fucking quit
Cyberpunk
that
got
game.
good.
That was the worst. Fucking
But
Witcher
it
3
took a
was like
while.
that too when it came out. I fucking
Yeah,
picked
exactly.
that up. My favorite game of all time. I put it down and I've played it 3 years after I bought it.
Look at
That's
No
how it
Man's
was with
still
Sky.
fucked
Cyberpunk.
up.
It was not great at the beginning, but it got better
Yeah.
as it went.
Same thing
I
with
would rather
Cyberpunk.
it.
See,
I would
can
rather
I,
it fucking launch day
can I just
one
jump in real
good.
quick with one quick
Yeah.
analogy for you?
Yeah.
Our industry needs more people like Henry Cavill. And what I'm going to mean by that, okay, you guys have probably saw this Witcher conundrum, right?
Yep.
Yeah, stick
That
to the fucking
he left-
source material.
Exactly. He left it because he wasn't happy with where they were going, because they weren't making this show for fans of the fucking game and the fans of the books. They were making this for somebody completely different, and they screwed it over. And look where they are. They're paying the price because their numbers have dropped. Buddy can't hold a candle. I mean, he's a decent actor in his own regard, but he
It
can't
was
hold a
going
hand-
downhill. That's
candle.
why the
But
first
see what I
season's
mean?
still the best because fucking it was like right by the book. I have all the books too, and fucking it was really good. And the second season was worse. The third
I
season
stopped
was worse, and
watching
now it's-
after Henry left. After Henry, I didn't even finish the last season he was on. I stopped watching the fucking show. And that show is what got me to buy The Witcher. I didn't even know The Witcher existed as an IP. I didn't even know. Just to give an example of the make or break that these IPs and the decisions that they make can do. You can bring a whole brand new fan base into something like I did with The Witcher. Now, true, I haven't beaten The Witcher.
Hey,
I
at
barely
least Gears
played
is
a couple
going
hours
back,
of it.
and they're not getting whiny bitch ass Kate or bitch
But
ass Lance.
I
How
have
the hell is it
bought
Marcus
it.
Phoenix's fucking a kid a goddamn little bitch face? I'm sorry for being in the military. It's like, bro, you're supposed to be like SF, dude, and this guy is a fucking ass clown.
Oh,
He's
God,
fucking-
I hope they don't put your E-Day. Oh,
Jesus
my God.
Christ.
Who are you talking about, the
I think
kid?
that's why they bet. As soon as they that's the thing about Microsoft games. They were so much better off when they just fucking sent a check and had somebody else do it. As soon as they brought that shit in the house, it's a fucking. It ain't the same.
Well, we see a lot of that. I mean, look at my complaints with PlayStation. We just talked about next year and the 3 games that they're hopefully 3 games, right? Because we don't know TOCOM for sure, maybe 2026. But
It's early 25.
I'm not like dying to play none of these fucking games. So
That's a fucking you problem.
no, it's not a me problem. There's a lot of people out there that feel the same exact way. I mean, fuck, News just said it with fucking Soros. He really doesn't give a fuck about Tarkon. He doesn't really give a fuck. I don't know his feeling about Wolverine, but
Yeah, Wolverine, baby, yeah.
yeah. So Wolverine, he's in there, and so am I with Wolverine. RPG, you down with Soros? You down with Tarkon? You down with
Saros, no, because it's made by the Returnal team, and Returnal did not. I just saw enough videos of Returnal to go, nope, I'm out. So I'm not doing Saros either. That's just like the From Software games. You can stick them in a fucking garbage bin for all I care. I can't stand that shit. People love them, but
Well,
until
Returnal's
they
actually
fucking come
fun,
up with a
but you know it's
difficulty,
not fun when I put in 80 hours
yeah.
and I can't get past the fucking game. Because I'm having a blast,
Well-
but after dying so many times, it's like, all right, well.
I don't have
time for-
the patience, but I have a bad temper, so I don't need to break more controllers than necessary.
Yep.
So an $80 game turns into a $160 fare for me after a week or two.
what about you,
I don't-
RPG? Out of the 3, which ones are you looking forward to?
You said Saros, Wolverine, and what was the third one?
The fighting game Tarkon or Tocom.
Token.
Yeah.
Saros and Wolverine. I think probably more I'm interested in Wolverine over the other 2. I'm not interested in the Tokon fighting game, even though I think
Fuck
it
is
looks.
bad with y'all?
I
like
think it looks
fighting games?
amazing. No, I really don't.
No, we don't like fighting games. That's what I'm
I-
trying to tell you. You're trying to say it's a me thing, but it's not.
Mortal Kombat I like, but I didn't like Mortal Kombat 1. I like
Chad,
Mortal
I think
Kombat
my-
11.
Yeah, that's,
Chat,
I think my
let me
favorite
know.
That shit
fighting
got all
game was.
fucking weird too. That's another good example, actually.
I think my favorite fighting game was the Injustice 2 game.
That one was okay. I don't like that studio. It doesn't feel right.
So even
Cat.
Like
Mortal
the graphics
Kombat,
are
right?
cool, but it fucking
Mortal Kombat started making their characters less cool and less sexy, right?
Yeah, that's
it
another
started
thing.
making them fucking weirdos.
Yeah,
Chat, real
just
quick, hold
fucking
on.
weird.
Before we continue, chat, let me know, each and every one of you, as many people as you can answer, out of the 3 games, which ones are you interested in? Let me know if it's all 3, 1, 2, let me know. And then out of the 3, let me know which ones you're least excited about, which ones you're most excited about. Because Nelson thinks it's just a me thing when there's 3 people out of the 4 in this panel that feel the same exact way. And I feel like that's been PlayStation's MO for the last 2 years in specific. They did that with. They're thankful that Helldivers was actually a good game. Even with that game being as good as it is, I got my platinum. I stuck in 100 hours, and I'm past it. I'm over it. Astrobot, I got the platinum
Yeah, I
for
don't
that.
play it anymore either.
I'm over it, right? I may
I'm
go
playing it right
back
now.
once, and that's a good game to go back to, and it's a great game. It's just not the type of games that we're as adult gamers we're constantly looking forward to. It's not games that or they are games that we do play, of course, because they're good games, but it's not like waiting for the next God of War. It's not like waiting for the next Horizon, which is something that we're going to get into next since we're talking about PlayStation. And let me start with you, Newf, or let me start with RPG. RPG has been quiet. We found out this week. We don't have dates yet, but Ratchet and Clank is getting a live or a mobile game, and you'll be able to play it on PC. You cannot play it on PlayStation. We also saw the trailer for Horizon mobile game.
No,
You'll
that
be
one's
able
only
to.
mobile. You're thinking of Horizon because
Or
it
I'm
runs
sorry.
through
Yes,
purple,
you're right. The purple Horizon.
Yeah,
You'll be able
which
to
I don't even know what the fuck
basically.
that is.
It's
I
it's like
thought
a
it was a
launcher.
color.
It's like a
The
launcher,
PC launcher.
a PC launcher. Um.
It
So
emulates it somehow. I don't fucking know.
yes.
Basically, yeah.
So Ratchet and Clank is mobile. Horizon is the one that you can do. I got to reverse. Horizon you can do PC through the launcher, the purple launcher, and mobile.
hmm
But you cannot play these games on PlayStation. Now, forget about what the internet has been saying. How do you feel about that?
I don't like it as far as the Horizon game. I don't really care. I've seen the Ratchet and Clank game.
Mhm.
It looks like a mobile game to me.
Yeah,
But as far as the Horizon game, it did not really look like a mobile game.
Should look better
Kind
than
of,
State of K.
yeah. I mean, it looked kind of like on the same wavelength as like Destiny Rising. I didn't think Destiny Rising looked a whole lot like a mobile game. I thought it looked more like a console game.
and shout out to
So,
Henry Heck who put me on Destiny Rising, and the game's actually pretty decent. Now I only have a couple hours into it because I don't play much mobile, but it's pretty dope.
I mean, but if that game, if Destiny Rising was on your PS5 the same day that it went out up to mobile and all these other platforms and whatnot, would you have picked it up and played it on your console versus your
Yeah,
mobile?
yeah, oh yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
so that's where I'm at with this with the Horizon MMO. I
Yeah,
wanted a Horizon MMO,
yeah.
and the fact that I got to pick between playing it on my phone or playing it on my PC, and it's a fucking Sony IP.
Yeah.
The fact that it's not on a PlayStation, I'm kind of a little hung up on. But at the same time, if PlayStation guys, fans and all this other shit aren't going to support live service games, and they decide, well, we're not going to put it on your fucking console, and it's an I think NCSoft is the developer that's doing it, or the publisher, then I don't really know what to tell you,
Well,
because
let's
if
break
it's
that
not
down a
going to
little bit.
sell.
Let's break that down a little bit because people, and I want to answer the question because you know what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
PlayStation gamers have been talking, and I'm one of them, right? And my stance with live service and PlayStation is don't make it your priority. As a matter of fact, I don't even fucking want it. But if you're gonna make them, don't make them your fucking priority. Make your
No.
breadwinners your fucking priority, and then do live service on the side. I'm cool with that as long as you keep feeding me. But I think the answer to what a lot of people are saying in regards to that is it's not that people, because of the Horizon game, people now all of a sudden want to play live service game. It's like, no, you guys already made it. We might as well play it, especially when it is a tentpole fucking IP. We're talking Horizon, right? God
hmm
of War, fucking
Last of Us.
Uncharted, Last of Us. Those are tentpole fucking
Hmm.
PlayStation games. So I don't think PlayStation gamers on social media are mad that they're not getting a live service. They're mad that they're not getting the IP that we love, even if it is live service. So I'm
So
sorry to cut you off, RPG.
did the Uncharted mobile game bother you or no?
I didn't even know it existed.
I didn't think so.
I didn't know it existed. And did it look as good as this?
Fuck no. Well,
Exactly.
no, God, the original didn't look that good either. It's fucking 20 years ago. 15
Exactly.
years ago, whatever.
Well, I played Uncharted for the first time 5 years ago, so I can't tell you about fucking 20 years ago, Nelson. I'm sorry. But I'm here now. I'm aware of Horizon now. And even if we're talking about the Ratchet and Clank, right, that does look very mobile-y. But guess what? That's something we've been telling PlayStation for how long that we want, right? Look at how they did that shooter. That shit looks cool. I would love to fucking play Ratchet and Clank is another game that I got the platinum on. Anyways, Newf, what do you think about the live service games that PlayStation showed this week, Horizon and Ratchet and Clank?
Okay. I got to see those games. They look interesting. Okay. But here's the deal. I see what Sony's doing here, right? These games are obviously these are shorter development cycles. They're obviously costing a little bit less money to make overall, and they're trying to put games out on the biggest platform there is, which is mobile. But here's the funny thing, right? I bet you everyone. I don't know about you guys, but everybody that's in my social circle does not play games on phones.
Nope.
Right?
I don't at all.
So
I don't even have
what-
it on my phone.
Exactly. So what they're doing is they're trying to, this is like marketing, is they're trying to bait the mobile audience into perhaps, eventually picking up PlayStation 5s or the 6 or whatever, and kind of like trying to acquaint them with these franchises that just make more sense on mobile.
Like Mario fucking Mario Kart, like Pokemon Go has made like fucking more money than fucking Pokemon.
Exactly.
You know?
So,
But even with
they're using the
Nintendo,
big
it's only
IPs.
$2 billion that they made off mobile.
Right.
I mean, I don't want to make it seem
that
like.
game probably costs fucking.
Hold on. This is
$10
to
million.
this is your fucking reasoning. Your fucking reasoning. I've been saying for weeks, let's make a game for 500 grand, $1 million, and so what if it makes 15 million? You're like, that doesn't even cover the fucking light bill. Exactly.
Well,
Same
yeah, we ain't
fucking
on a
shit.
fucking phone
Shut
either.
up. You fucking been going on both sides. Sorry, Noob. Go ahead.
No. Like, and if these games do well enough on mobile, it's not outside the realm that they get ported over to PlayStation 5, right?
Or they make a better version. More upgrades.
Exactly. So I'm not getting my my fucking underwear up in a knot because these games are on mobile. Like, again, it's a different audience. They're trying to make extra money because, again, they're trying to subsidize the big games by making money on the smaller end. Hence the indie titles, the mobile games. That's how this industry is
And
kind of going now.
it's
That's
outsourced too. It's not taken away from the fucking studios. So.
That's why we're getting all these remakes. People don't understand that not only does it introduce to these franchises to a new audience, but it helps them subsidize by, if they sell an extra 10 million copies, say, of The Last of Us, right? Is that a bad thing that they make more money and then they can dump it back into the development of the next game? Like, whatever keeps the house open, man. I'm good with it. It's not always
developers
ideal, right?
need shit to do in between games too, because like if you're an animator and a game's been going on for 6 years, they only need you for 3 years. Then.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Nelson, you're going.
And not forget the stockholders, right? The stockholders want something too. They got to have quarterly results, so you can't have these big lulls in your lineup and then nothing to bring in some bucks, right?
RPG, you were gonna say something. Go ahead, RPG.
Yeah, to Newf's point, with the remakes, Sony gets the remake station, but you can't sit there and tell
fucking
me that
Nintendo's got that crown, baby. Except for
But-
they charge
Nintendo's
full
doing it
price.
too.
Yeah.
And trust me, Xbox is going to start fucking doing it more and more and
That's
more
what
too.
they're doing.
right?
All the Halos, they're doing the Gears, they're doing fucking. I don't know
And
what
they
else
need
they
to.
have worth of shit.
They need
But
to
you're not
because
gonna
they've
sit there
been.
and tell me.
Fucking Oblivion. They're gonna do Fallout.
Right?
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
we're gonna
See?
have Fallout 3. We're gonna have Fallout New Vegas remastered here within the next year or two,
And they should.
guaranteed.
And they
Yeah,
should, because
I mean-
most of these games are, 10, 15 years old?
Oh yeah, but they got to do them right. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
You can't be putting out like this fucking recent one, Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition.
Yeah.
And it's the same buggy fucking shit show mess that Fallout 4 was day fucking one.
Yeah, facts. Well, let me also add into this as well to what Newf and Nelson was saying. First, Nelson, I literally was saying what you just said fucking for months now, and you call me a dumb piece of fucking shit who's a fucking retard.
Well, if the shoe fits, fuck.
But now, because it makes sense to what you're saying, it's fucking okay. Fuck off. Secondly, Noof, Oh, and for the
Yeah.
chat, what I'm telling about Nelson is I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks, and specifically speaking about live service games like Marathon, right? I
Hmm.
said some of these studios should, like Bungie, should go back to basics and make a single player campaign. Doesn't have to be the big budget shit that we all know about, right? It can be something small. But Nelson said, no, they can't even make enough money to turn the fucking lights on. They're just gonna lose that. But Nelson just said that the developers need something to do in between games, right? And there's nothing wrong with taking a small handful of people to go do a little side project. That's
Yeah,
been
we
my
don't have to
fucking
buy
take.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't
exactly.
have to buy it. Like, it's up to you if you spend your money on it. That's your prerogative. Otherwise, don't buy it. Like, it's not.
Yeah,
Yeah, it kind
fucking
of sucks.
Peniment really did a lot. Fuck.
But the
Right?
other thing that I was gonna say about Newf too is
Fuck out of
so
here.
Newf said, and you're right, Newf. And by the way, chat, PlayStation isn't doing, and I want to give PlayStation props for this. They are not doing anything that they haven't fucking told us they're not going to do. They told us about the mobile, side of things that they were going to do. They told us about the
They've been
PC
doing it
side
since
of
the
things,
PS3 era.
right?
They've just kind of been on and off with it.
So they have been telling us what they're going to do. But I think the problem with specifically Horizon and Ratchet and Clank being on mobile, it's not that they're on mobile, it's that they're missing off PlayStation. And yes, we
Mm,
may get something else, but look at what PlayStation releases have been the last 2 years. It's been minimal. So if PlayStation had a stronger cadence of releasing games, I honestly don't think this would be that big of a deal. But because we are thirsty over here, we haven't really been getting any games. Now all of a sudden we see a brand new mobile game for Horizon, our beloved IP,
hmm.
and Ratchet and Clank, and we're sitting here with fucking what? It's like, okay. And yes, it may be 2 years from now. We don't know. There's no release dates for any of these games, right? But the consumer
Hmm.
doesn't know that. The consumer is used to PlayStation announcing shit within a year out, roughly, or a year
Hmm.
and a half out. That is what we have come to understand this generation, right? So I think that is the discrepancy this time around with these games. It's like we're not mad that they're going to PC, or mobile. We knew that they're going to try to leverage this IP, but doing that while leaving us empty-handed, I think it's a little bit different. Um,
Yeah, it makes you feel like that third class citizen, you
Third
know.
class citizen, exactly. And Noof, I would love to say, and I've always said what you said, where
Hmm.
look, if they can make a few $1 million on this mobile game and they can take that money and apply it into our beloved IP and make a bigger, better, stronger game, that will be awesome. But the problem with that is that we've seen over the last 4 years with PlayStation that that's not what they're doing. What they're doing
Right.
is they're taking that extra money, sticking it in fucking a game like Concord, losing all these millions of dollars, and then we're lefty-handed, right?
I
And
hear you. I
Henry,
hear
I
you.
have some great news for you, Henry. Concord is back. Concord is back, but you need a PC for that, my boy. So there's some people on PC
Oh, the
World,
fan made servers.
the fan made servers that they did Concord. I don't know
Who the
how.
was fucking
See,
both fans got together and did that?
Yeah, I think
but
so.
this is a Sony for like the Concord thing, okay? This is something
Yeah,
they might have to revisit moving forward. If you're planning, like, you can't stick all your eggs in a basket, especially in an IP that's not proven, right?
yeah,
Even Halo is not a runaway success, so you have to learn from your mistakes. And the thing I hope is they don't give up on coming out with multiplayer shooters. But what I hope to do is they spend less money and less time developing one. What they do is they make it a smaller project, and you see
yeah.
how the fans
Facts,
react to it. So
facts.
there's a smaller gamble. If it doesn't work, you're not out that much. But if you fucking sink 200 or 300 million in 6 or 7 years in development, this game tanks. That's a
Facts.
fucking huge file. So what they
Yeah,
got to do is either they got to bring out a demo or they got to bring out a beta. They got to bring something out in a chunk-sized bite to let people try it, especially again if it's a new IP. Like, I'm
yeah,
pretty sure if you brought out a Resistance Fall of Man or you brought out a Killzone, I think it'll get at least somewhat of a reception because it's a franchise that, like, most Sony guys would know what the fuck it is. But Concord, I mean, first of all, new IP, and second, they come out and it's filled with all these DEI fucking bullshit.
yeah.
Like, you look at the fucking character design and it's
Yeah,
absolutely fucking awful.
I couldn't stand to look
It's
at a character.
awful.
I couldn't pick a character because I wanted to fucking hit them all.
Yeah,
I,
exactly. Like, you bring in a fucking game and it's like fucking the best of it's like Pee Wee Herman. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, who designed this fucking shit, dude? You
Pee
know?
Wee Herman get caught jacking off in the fucking movie theater.
Well, that
Um,
would have been more fun than Concord. You know what I mean? Jesus.
and
I
look,
can
I couldn't
I can
believe this.
get that.
I was like, I guess I'd be the alien dude because he's the only one that only looks like he's a little feminine.
Well,
Well,
I get that.
remember how hot Overwatch was a couple years ago? Look at that fucking thing just went DOA. Because the fucking character designs are awful and the game was fucking stupid.
the one thing that I've been saying about Concord since they came out is the actual gameplay felt good. And it's just like Call of Duty. Call of Duty's actual shooting mechanics feel amazing, but it's just everything else that goes along with it. And look,
it's copy paste.
it's copy paste, but I agree so much with Newf right there. Unfortunately, I've been shut down by the finance people of the podcast. I've been shut down
They
by
had
the
these studios. They closed them.
by the fanboys. I've been shut down by everybody, Newf. But I also agree with you. I think that they need to be doing live service and bite size. Right? Look at Fortnite. Fortnite is the biggest example of all. They're probably one of the biggest live service games in the world, right? If not the biggest. But how did they start? They didn't start at what they are at now. They didn't come up with a plan to invest $1 billion.
Tower defender.
It was a tower defender. And you know what my son's been playing? Nothing but tower defenders. He wants to play more tower defenders, but that's the point. PlayStation and other companies are coming out aiming for the fences every single time. And it's like, my guy, start small and gauge up if you have to. That way you don't have your you don't lose an arm and a leg.
Helldivers, that shit looked like a mobile game. And
yes.
The concept was good, so fucking...
Yes.
And the next one will probably be much bigger.
That's like the game Anthem. It's too bad that Anthem is dead because
Anthem was a fucking cool game. They just
Anthem had all the bones to be a major success. That was we're changing that engine and fucking putting that team under the gun.
They didn't know what they were making until the last fucking 18. They made that game in 18 months.
Yeah,
exactly. Which goes on to prove our point about what we said. Like a lot of this development time is just fucking bullshit. Like it's 7 years of development, but how much of that do you think was actually worked on time? And how much do you think was eating pizzas, scratching their dick, and fucking spending time on Facebook?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, hey, you know what's funny? I talked to a guy who worked at 343. Well, he was at Bungie before, and he stayed at 343. And he quit in 2019 because he did animations or whatever, and he couldn't do it until a slipstream was done. And fucking even when they got it, it was only 70% complete, like bare ass minimum to run.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking, he said the last 3 years I was there, he didn't do anything.
So real quick,
he couldn't do anything because the engine wasn't fixed.
Before we continue on, I was just going through the chat and what the chat said about my question earlier. Out of the 3 games coming out next year, which was are you most interested in? I would say the majority of people said Wolverine. Some specifically says Saros is a no-go for me. Some people said the fighting game is specifically no for me. So there you go, Nelson. The majority of people think that Wolverine is the best one out of the 3 coming out next year, and not just the best one. That wasn't the
argument.
Let me finish what I'm saying. Not just that's the best one, but also they have no interest in the other 2. So there you have it.
I mean, look at the companies though. You look at Insomniac. They did fucking Spider-Man 1. They did Miles Morales. They did Spider-Man 2. Great fucking games that got great fucking reception.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna put out Wolverine.
Yep.
A massive fucking Marvel character.
Yep.
Henry, they make millions. Fucking, you know what Sony's most fucking valuable game of all time is? It's a fucking mobile game. It's made more than any of the other studios combined.
Yeah, but that's not the norm. That's the exception.
Okay,
you know what I mean? So we can't treat these games like every game's gonna do this. That's what's got them this fucked up position to begin with.
But fucking, they don't cost that much to make. They're fucking 4 guys working on it. And fucking, people want to play shit like that on console.
No, it doesn't. But the IP
made a mistake on was allowing Naughty Dog to cancel
take their sweet ass time
too.
Yeah, well that too.
And I think they should have taken Factions 2 and put it on another fucking development team that wanted to focus on fucking live service and kept that fucking boat going if they didn't want to be the ones that were going to be running that boat full time.
Yeah, because the first
Faction has a question.
Go ahead, Newf.
How are you guys feeling about Naughty Dog and that Intergalactic game?
I'm not hopeful about it.
To know.
Pass.
I'm not hopeful about it.
See, that's not the kind of reception you'd be hoping for when you're a Naughty Dog game.
No,
I don't have a whole lot of faith in Naughty Dog, anyways. People don't like. They're like, oh, it's only been 5 years, but they're 5 times bigger than Sucker Punch, and Sucker Punch's last game came out after theirs.
Yeah, you give me
4
2 trailers.
4 to 5 times the employees. It's not like they're equal size. They're not. It's
You
like
give me
4
two
teams combined
trailers
versus 1
with
team.
Intergalactic, and then you give me another trailer with Uncharted 5. Which one do you think I'm gonna pick?
Well,
Uncharted, baby. Let's go.
Intergalactic and RPG is right. I haven't seen enough to make a decision on it. And as a matter of fact, there's some things I did like about Intergalactic, but unfortunately, I also
I like that
know
it's in space. That
the
was about
last
it.
Yeah.
the Last of Us Part Two. I played that twice to try to because we're not emotionally mature to understand the Last of
Mm.
Us Two. That's why we don't fucking like it. Naughty Dog is the same that I've always said. Technically, they're one of the best in the world. I mean, when I first saw Ellie and her animation throwing a fucking Molotov, when Ellie is in a fucking 3-inch puddle and you go with the camera, look underneath, and you see her scraping her feet at the bottom trying to stay afloat. I mean, like, those are the attention to details that are incredible, and that's what makes them top tier. But then when you go into story, right? Now you're like, okay, what the fuck is this? But I don't want to get out of this Horizon and Ratchet and Clank topic quite yet because it's going to mix
Oh
into
my
our,
god,
our
that
other
fucking
big topic.
flashback scene that should have been 10 minutes long. That shit was like an hour, dude. I was like, this is fucking.
What are you talking about? The whole Abby the whole Abby mission where she goes to get bandages and shit for the girl who broke her arm. That was nothing but a fucking 2-hour fetch quest. That was a big ass waste of fucking time. But anyways, the Steam box,
Oh
right?
yes.
We're gonna get into
Yeah.
this one. We're gonna get into this one right now. But what PlayStation is doing with Ratchet or Horizon is you can play it on mobile, you can play it on PC, and you just gave the Steam box an exclusive. Let's set it off with that. Newf,
Yeah.
did you see the Steam box announcement that happened a couple days ago?
Yes, I have.
Now, I don't want you to get into too much detail. Just give
Yep.
me your initial reaction, what you thought right away when you saw that thing.
Very cool. It's going to be a game changer. If the price is right, I think they're on to something, and this is going to be a new. I think this could be a legitimate contender in the game space.
I agree.
Essentially, first ones to have the hybrid console, but having Steam, which is probably much the most massively like online store out there, like
Yeah.
massively popular. Anybody who has a PC obviously has Steam.
Mhm.
Access to like shit tons of games, being able to bring over almost everything and being able to play some of the exclusives from the traditional consoles. I think, like I said, if the
Yeah.
games at least run decently and this thing is priced right, I think this is a game changer.
Hey, they're trying to. I mean, they were playing Cyberpunk at what 1440 60. So I mean, that's pretty good to me.
Hmm.
RPG once again. Initial. We're gonna get into the meat and bolts of this, but initial
Yeah.
reaction when you first saw the Steam box.
I loved everything about it.
Okay.
I thought it was the perfect thing. It is a PC that has Steam access and nothing fucking else. As long as the price is good, it's not some 1,200 to $1,500 fucking box.
Yeah.
Then if they cut that price in half and drop it like $600, I'm fucking happy.
Okay. Nelson, what about you? What was your initial reaction of the Steam box when you first saw it? Nelson, you there, buddy?
He muted.
Oh
I
shit, is it
fired.
muted?
Oh, there he is.
I'm
There he
talking.
is.
I'm talking to myself.
I was like, I
What
fired
the fuck
him.
you mean? I'm
Hey!
talking right now. Shut up a minute. uh, it's gonna be a piece of shit. But if they came out with a better one with better specs, like that, you know what I'm saying?
Then that would just
Then
be a
you ain't
regular
gotta deal with
PC.
the Windows yeah, but you wouldn't have all the Windows bullshit, so it'd be a lot more efficient and fucking, you know what I mean?
Well, okay. Now let me tell you guys what my initial reaction is. Now that I heard yours and the chat's heard yours, I'm in between all three of you guys. So at first I thought it was like, oh, this is pretty cool. This is something that I'm definitely digging because I'm a console gamer and simplicity is my thing. But the thing that I don't see anybody really talking about, I've been listening to podcasts all week, which I don't normally do. As you guys know, I don't watch nobody's shit but my own. That's the reason I started my shit because I'm just tired of all the fucking fakes out there. But the one thing nobody's talking about is, guys, they're not just dropping a fucking Steam box. They're also dropping a controller that goes with it if you want it, because you can just use your DualSense, you can use your Xbox controller, whatever. But they're also coming out with a fucking standalone VR with it.
Yeah.
Now,
Woo!
who else in the console space also has VR? So for people that are
PlayStation.
saying this isn't a competitor, shut the fuck up. Anything that can play the same exact games that your shit can fucking play, it's a fucking competitor, my guy. So now, Newf,
Mm-hmm.
go into the balls and nuts and fucking anus of this Steam box and let me know everything that you thought about it, what you don't like, what are you worried about. And the last thing I'll say before I pass it off to you is I agree with the pricing. As long as it's between that $400 to $600 price point, I think it's gonna be a winner. And another thing too is this thing doesn't need any fucking exclusives. That is the unique thing about the Steam box that you do
Mm-hmm.
not need exclusives for this, and that's very weird because we all know exclusive sells consoles. Go ahead, Noof.
Well, that is a funny point, right? Because I agree that exclusives matter, but in this case, it has everybody's exclusives.
Yeah,
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, Sony
So,
fucking kicked themselves in
know,
the nuts there, huh, dumbass?
yep,
this is kind of like the closest we're going to get to a one-stop shop, which is something we've said for years, but look, like I said, price is paramount, especially with things going up. We don't know what the heck Xbox officially plans to do with their PC
If
console
it's gonna
hybrid.
be as good
Right?
as good as they say, that's just gonna be $1,500 minimum, bare
But like,
minimum.
but I think it was Nelson said, a PC without the PC bullshit, absolutely. Get rid of that hog of a
Steam
memory
OS,
that's called,
it has all
you
that
know,
shit in the background. It just fucking
yeah.
plays video games, and I can go on the internet. That's it.
Without the fucking Windows and the 5,000 billion updates that come with all that
Oh,
bullshit.
All the fucking shit popping up to the background trying to sell you shit. Fucking
Exactly.
A windowless
well, that's just for you,
operating
Nelson, because you
system,
watch
just
too much
like
porn.
a
Everyone
windowless.
kept saying that, but I still had computer issues after mobile came out, and I stopped watching it. And
Okay,
fucking,
we're just
That's
joking.
I still had computer issues.
it's like the stick drift problem everybody's having. Well,
Yeah,
stop
right.
fucking eating Cheetos. Stop eating Cheetos and jerking off at the
Right.
same time. Maybe
Like,
give them jizz crumbs in your
I've
controllers.
never had stick drift on my controllers till I got a Nintendo Switch. Otherwise, I've never had that. And you guys heard me at the beginning of the podcast. Let me go wash my hands. That's fucking why. If I do something, I wash my fucking hands. Sorry, Noob. Go ahead.
No, brother, I'm the same. I'm the same way. I even tell my buddies when they come over, they fucking eat, and it's like, guys, can you wash your hands before you use the controller? Because I don't want to feel like a greasy ball sack when I'm fucking playing the game.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
What
But anyway,
you got stick drift on a fucking controller that has the worst fucking sticks of all the controllers.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like expected.
yeah.
Yeah.
Some of these guys are so hard on controllers, you get stick drift on the NES pad. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Even Nintendo fixed it for free, and it was a 3-year-old Switch. So they fucking know. They're like, oh shit, we'll fix it.
But just back
Well,
on point. Look,
they all
the
have
console,
problems. They all use the same apps.
The console's small.
Except,
it
you know
looks
who?
Like you took
The Steam
You know-
controller has fucking stick drift prevented fucking whatever the fuck that is. That's another. Oh, I'm
They
sorry,
all
Noob.
use
Go ahead.
apps.
no.
It has Hall effects.
Yes,
Oh,
Hall
so-
effects.
The console is small. It kind of looks like somebody took a Series X and shrunk it into a little tiny box. It actually looks kind of cool. The controller's a little weird because it's got those weird touchpads and stuff.
Everyone
on it, but
everyone
like,
that played
you know,
on it said it fucking felt great though.
But that's the key, right? It can look weird, but if it feels good and it plays good and the sticks are good and the button's got a good haptic feel to them, then yeah, we're all in. So at the end of the day,
And the fucking D-pad
like-
don't sound like the Series X's. Holy
the,
shit.
the only thing that can kill the Steam Deck from being at least a modest success is again the price, because they're going to have a system, they're going to have an OS that everybody fucking knows. They're going to have a store that everybody knows, and if you can carry over all your purchases to that fucking thing, holy shit, people are going to have an instant collection of thousands of games, and also a console that's small enough that you could take it places. So it's almost a portable in a sense.
It's
Yeah.
Like, it
£6.
doesn't look like it's going to be massive, right?
And
How much?
customizable.
It's
I
£6
think
the
it's
size of a
I think
clean
it's more
Xbox.
like your almost your mobile shit instead of your like. You think of like Switch as your mobile shit and
Yeah.
like your fucking PlayStation or whatever, Xbox is your home shit.
Yep.
This will be like another mobile thing.
But you know,
Yep.
they
Or a
got
secondary
some.
thing.
They're gonna have some VRAM issues, which we're already hearing about. But
It's
look,
not great.
guys, I think most companies are gonna want to capitalize on this, so they're gonna do their damn best to optimize their games because they're gonna sell a shit ton more games by having this console out.
Oh yeah.
I mean, look what they did with the Steam Deck. They got Steam Deck verification.
Well,
They're gonna do
question
the
for
same
you
thing on
guys,
Steam Machine.
and I'll ask you, RPG. So this isn't the first time Steam has tried a console of sorts, right?
No.
Why is this time going to be different?
Because
Because their
Steam
operating
actually-
system's a lot better.
the operating system is definitely improved over the years, But the fact that Steam's doing it, they're not relying on another company to build like they did in the past.
It'll be
They had
cheaper
another
than the
company.
Windows too, because you don't have to pay for Windows, and it'll be like 30 to 40
Exactly.
40% more
It's
efficient because
It's
it
more
doesn't have Windows.
optimized. It doesn't
So
have
you'll
all
get-
this bloatware running in the
If they had a
background.
$1,200 one and fucking Xbox had a $1,500 one, you're gonna get a better $1,200 Steam Xbox or
Yeah.
Steam box.
You can have power
Same
out
shit.
the ass. Let's look at this generation. You could have power out the ass. Is the Xbox Series X more fucking powerful than the base PS5? Yeah.
No, that's the thing about PCs, because Windows is on it. Like a 3070 is twice as powerful as a PS5. Does it run better?
Okay.
No, it's fucking.
Unless it's not optimized, yeah.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
it's
power,
not optimized.
Steam is
PlayStation was
saying
optimized.
Steam is saying that this is going to be 6 times more powerful than the Steam Deck. Is that enough?
Yeah, well, my fucking phone's more powerful than a Steam Deck, so.
As far as, is it enough to play the games that I wanted to play on the Steam box?
Is it
Yeah, I
enough
think
to
it's
do
enough.
what it says that it's going to do?
Right, exactly.
You're gonna have issues.
It's not about what you want. It's the games that you want, because I can say I just want to play indies all day on there,
It's
but
gonna
that's
be like
not
the
what they're
It's gonna
saying.
be like the Series S, man. Like, oh, I can do 4K, blah blah. Blah. But most games you're gonna be playing like 1200p, 1080p,
Well,
fucking 60.
I think they're, for them, their most popular games, like League of Legends and the Counter Strikes and shit like that. That's the stuff that they're going to want to make sure runs the best, because that's the stuff.
You know what's gonna really hurt this system though?
Right?
You can't play any of the biggest games on there. No Fortnite, no Apex, no Destiny, no Valorant, no PUBG.
I
Yeah,
think
but
you will.
those people will
Tarkov?
probably, those people
No,
probably
you can't
already
play
have
'em
a
on there.
fucking, yeah, but those people that are going to buy this box, they're going to buy this box as an addition. They already have a console to run those games. They already have a PC to run those games. This is just a addition box.
Yeah, can you
This is-
imagine, like, instead of dragging your big ass PC all over the house, now you just got
Exactly.
this great little box and just bring it almost anywhere, pop it
And you
anywhere.
can-
Maybe you buy 2 or 3 of these things.
I actually
And you
think
can
that this
stream
is more than that. I don't think that this is an addition. I don't think that this is
I think they're
a
trying
non-competitor.
to get Steam OS
Yes.
into the market.
I think
Yeah,
this is going to
exactly.
be Steam.
Because Windows is such a piece of shit, but the thing is, Windows sells. Why does it sell? It's the only thing you know how to use it. Automatically, you already paid for the shit when you go pick up the PC anyways. They don't ask it what the fuck you want. You already got it.
Yeah, I don't.
If people got introduced to something else, fucking Windows would have been gone 20 years ago.
people. I think that the one thing about the Steam box thing is, I think people are really
It's
downplaying
auto buy.
this.
You don't plan on buying Windows. You just have to.
Like, I don't think people really understand. Number one, gaming is the most popular it's ever been in the history of gaming. That is right now.
True.
Number two, we are also in our most powerful. The way we can play these games is the most powerful it's ever been. So 3, PC is another one that is the most. I don't say the word recognized, but I think that even casuals are now looking at PC. Not saying they want to convert to PC or anything like that, but they know it's aware. Where when I was a kid, I was poor. We didn't have much money. PC was like a rich person thing. Like, I didn't even know that we could play games on PC, honestly. I just thought that video games were Pong, and then the NES, and then Super Nintendo, so on and so forth.
The Oregon
I only
Trail.
pretty much played Deer Hunter on PC. Or
But-
Deer Avenger, sorry. You ever played Deer Avenger?
No, I haven't.
You hunt hunters as a deer, so you're throwing out 6-packs of beer and titty mags and shit. That shit was funny.
Well, you're doing that in real life now.
Who wants to rub bug spray on my big tits?
So,
oh god, that game was funny.
I think that now the amount of people that, or the customer base that Steam is available to, I think it's way more than it ever has been ever. So I think, and like Henry said, they're not expecting to sell 20 million of these things. I think Henry
They're trying
said
to
something
get
about
the
600,000
OS out there. That's
units
the
or
whole
something
thing.
like that. Okay, now we talked about the Steam box. They're doing VR, they're doing the box, it's portable, it's customizable, something that I've been complaining about PlayStation. It's been 1 year to the day almost with the PS5 Pro has been out, and we only got one plate, and that's the Ghost of Yotei, which are ugly as fuck. Steam is releasing with variables off the rip. And they got VR, and their VR is wireless, and there's way more VR games over on PC. Newf, let me start
Yeah,
with
I
you.
want to know how that shit works wireless. Like,
Competition wise.
A dongle.
yeah,
And
I know, but how the hell does it get the power from just latency or
No,
what?
it's got battery. It's got a
Yeah,
battery in
it's
the
got a
headset.
built-in battery in it.
You can use your MetaQuest and hook it up to Steam and be able to play games like that too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's just that's because it has a chip in the headset, though. There's a big difference.
Yeah,
Like the
but
Valve, like the fucking Valve Index that doesn't have a chip in it.
Well,
And
but
it's shit's still fucking $1,200
this
or
Steam
whatever.
frame is going to have a chip in it.
remember, this is a self-sustaining, so you don't even need the Steam box to play this thing. So they're not only entering the console
Oh, okay.
market, they're also entering the VR market in a sense.
Mhm.
Newf, should
Yeah.
PlayStation? Let's just focus on PlayStation right now. Just
Yeah,
PlayStation.
go
Then we'll go to
ahead.
Xbox and then Nintendo, or all three. Just PlayStation. PlayStation hasn't had a real competitor in years, except for Nintendo. Xbox hasn't really been a competitor for the last decade. Nintendo has always kind of done their own thing, kind of separate kind of markets there. I think they're getting closer as time goes on. I think they're the closest right now that they've ever been. I wouldn't say that, but in the last decade or so, they're the closest they've been in the last decade, where you can play games on the Switch or on PlayStation, the same fucking games. Do you think PlayStation needs to worry about this?
Yes, as I said, everything that competes for your dollar, one way or the other, is still a competitor, right? Competes for your dollar, competes for your
There's
time.
direct and there's indirect is the way I look at it. If you want, if you're looking for a, like, you got a Toyota fucking Corolla and a fucking a Honda Civic, whatever, those are the direct competitors. But someone might be out looking for one of those cars and still end up fucking buying a fucking SUV. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So yes, look, Sony's got their
possible.
work cut out for them. Everybody essentially has got their work cut out for them. Everybody's going to lose market share one way or the other, or whatnot, because not everybody's going to have the money to go out and just buy every single thing that comes out. I mean, but I think that's kind of why everybody's taking a shot now, is because they've seen this portable market where you got stuff like the ROG Ally, and you got stuff like the Lenovo Legion Go, and you got stuff like the MSI Claw. Every one of these companies are like, these are not like this is not your Sony and your Xbox and Nintendo's. Like, these are like these third-party companies
Yeah,
doing
the
their
reason
own
they're making
thing.
them is because they're making $200-$300 a pop off the fucking hardware.
Right, and they're selling, like, I mean, I'm not saying anything's a runaway success, but they're selling them, which obviously has the industry taking a look and saying there's room in the market to grow. We just got to have the right catch. Steam Deck is coming hard here with this, and this could be the first, I think, real eye opener for the industry in a while. You'd be blind to say not simply because of Steam itself, not what the box can do, but it's the Steam. But PlayStation, what they need to do is they got to double down. First thing is they got to get games out, right? They got to figure out a way to get rid of these lulls where they don't have a lot of big heavy hitters coming out each and every year. The Sony is always sold on the backs of their exclusives, so they have to make sure that is the bread and butter, right? It's not about price anymore because everybody's all over the board. It's about exclusives. It's about having property. But what I think they're going to have to do, sure, put your games on PC, but you're going to need to roll that back a lot more. You're going to need a lot more time to exclusivity. You got to give people still that reason to go buy a PlayStation, because at the end of the day, if they're buying PlayStation, like your friend buys a PlayStation, your other buddy buys a PlayStation. So that's how it goes. And it creates the atmosphere, and it's about marketing. It's more than just buying a console. This is what a lot of people feel. And of course, if you're selling 100 million consoles, you're in all likelihood going to sell a lot of more games. That's just like nature of the beast, right? Yep. I mean, we hear a lot of crowds all the time. Oh, you only sold 10 million copies of this game or that game.
Ridiculous.
Well, how many games that don't come out yearly sold 10 million this year? 2.
Exactly. This is what people get lost in the narrative,
I don't
right?
understand that. If you take out Nintendo and PlayStation, games that hit 10 million, there's like one every other year. Yes, Hogwarts, Cyberpunk.
We can all agree that a lot of Sony's games should sell more than they do, right?
Yeah.
But the only reason Spider-Man sold as many copies as it does because it's Spider-Man. Is it because it's the best game that Insomniac has ever made?
I don't know
Probably
about
not.
that, because I think the best selling one before Insomniac got it was multi-plat. I don't think they hit 5 million.
Well, no, that's true. It is a fantastic game. It is backed by, again, a fantastic company. It's one of their better games. It's a great use of the license and one of the best ones. I don't even know what the Batman Arkham games did because they were multi-plat, right? And they were fantastic.
No, they did about 10. The city did about 10.
But again, it's an industry narrative. People got to get away from always counting the numbers of games because it's not reflective. And now the game industry is so competitive now because all of these free-to-play games are really cutting into the amount of time and money that people are spending on those.
That's where all the time and money is going.
this is the thing that these guys are trying to wrap their heads around, and this is why they keep chasing that Fortnite dollar. But they got to remember they can't do it at the expense of their top franchises. They can't
Yeah.
make those games. They can't cater to those games to that crowd. They got to make separate games for that crowd. That's what I'm saying, right?
Yep.
And leave those games to us, and be okay with the fact that if you only sell 5 million copies or 10, most companies would be like, man, if you sell 5 million,
The
you'd be
biggest thing
fucking
about being a
laughing.
platform owner too
Right?
is to drive people to your platform to buy all your shit.
Exactly.
And what is the thing that PlayStation has been focusing on specifically in the last year or two? What is it? Engagement, right? So if we look at another competitor,
Man,
and I
why
agree
they
with
said
PlayStation.
engagement, MAU, and all that bullshit? Because they're fucking the sales are under the PS4, so they have to give them good news.
Every
So-
Sony console that struggled has struggled for one reason: when Sony didn't support it properly. Because you look at the success
Bingo.
of the PSP. PSP was amazing, right? PSP was
Fuck
a
yeah, it
runaway
was.
success. It was successful in Asia, successful here. Why did the Vita fucking fail? Because I was going to say, one, it launched at the wrong time. It probably launched at the shittiest time in the industry to launch a
It
portable
was.
console, right?
In
Nintendo was a
between
yeah.
fucking generations, and then
Yes.
fucking Sony was struggling financially, so fucking having to support the PS3, which was losing money, and then fucking having to try and get fucking exclusive games for Vita too.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
fuck, that's why they
that's
had-
what killed it. They had to have more exclusive games for Vita, and supported it. Probably that system would
Yeah,
have
they
been
couldn't afford it.
a
Fucking, they had to
because
close
it was amazing.
studios. Sony,
Right?
like, everyone always talks about Sony's broke. Fucking, when you go back to like the beginning of the PS4 era, they fucking were broke.
I always been saying, I said, why, I don't know why this is out of the realm, but the Vita was almost a perfect console in a way. Why don't they just remarket the Vita? Bring out the Vita
I don't
again
know.
and
That,
call,
that
and
thing
call
was
it
actually
like,
really good. All you
like-
needed to, instead of
like-
worrying about
right?
exclusive games and shit like that, that's the way it's got to be now because of how many people it takes and shit like that. And fucking, you have a hard enough time supporting your own because it takes so many fucking people and so long with the fucking 4K and all that shit that you got to just have it as a companion
Yeah.
now.
Well,
Like, you
RPG,
can't-
yeah.
RPG. What's your thoughts? Should PlayStation worry?
Should PlayStation worry? I mean, basically all their big shit, as far as what they had in their backstock, is from PS4. Besides, maybe 4 or 5 titles, they've already launched on PC. Do I agree that they need to slow their fucking roll of that 12-month to 18-month window?
Was it worth that fucking goddamn 1%?
No, that 2 to 3% increase
not
on their
including
revenue.
the fucking cost of fucking having to bring it over there.
No, and I think they're finding that out because
Plus, a
they're
lot of
seeing-
people. That's probably why some of their fucking shit's down too. It's like if you have a PC or whatever, it's like, well, I can just get it next year and just steal the fucking thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
you look at
even-
PlayStation games. You know where they do chart on PC? Fucking or torrent. They're high as fuck on that torrent list.
Here's the other thing: is it's kind of like I'll use Starfield as an example, right? So Starfield is eventually going to make it over to the PlayStation 5, but anybody that's really interested
can't
that
wait.
has a PlayStation 5 to buy Starfield, they've already seen Starfield. They've already read reviews.
They already
they've
know it's
seen,
shit. So fucking.
they already know
you should have
it's
sold
shit.
that day one.
So if it comes over on the PS5, even as a Bethesda fan, they've either already played it or they have no interest in playing it. So I
right.
don't see Starfield doing great on a PS5 unless they do
No,
a
it was like
full
Steam.
remake.
It sold really good the first month. I've never seen a game drop off that. It fell out of the top 200 in the first month. Fucking 200. Bro, there's
to
fucking
go-
games from 2010 still in the 200 that weren't very
But
good.
to go back to should PlayStation worry about the Steam box? I don't think so. But I do believe that they need to slow their roll because the smaller they make that fucking time gap of day one to PC is going to make their console just that more irrelevant.
So something that I said on social media is I would just make my place if the Steam box is hopefully if it's a good product, I will make my PlayStation my physical game console and I will do digital on the Steam box. And a lot of people see my physical game collection and I have a lot, but guess what? I got way more digital games than I do physical. Because digital games are $2, $3, $1, $5. The lowest you can get a physical game brand new on sale and it's rare is about $10. And I got a couple of them, right? Pac-Man is one that I got recently. But if I'm playing on Steam with my digital games there, and I see another game that pops up, and I can get it on CD keys day one for fucking $55, $60 instead of 70, $80, I may be just
15%
tempted to
discount.
just get it there, right?
Yep.
If
But
they had a couple different ones and they had like a fucking, let's just say $800, a $1,500, and $2,500, I just get the $2,500 one and not get a PlayStation.
but oh, by the way, guys, when I go around asking questions to the panel, I don't ever go to Nelson because Nelson interjects with everybody else. That's why.
Yes,
So
I
by
know.
the time,
That's my job.
so when I get to Nelson, he'll say some dumb shit like maybe, yeah, just one word fucking answers. Now I'm like, dude, this is a podcast, not a fucking yes or no test. So that's why, for those of you guys wondering, and that's why we like Nelson because he interjects in between. So don't think I'm ignoring him.
Yeah.
As you can tell,
If
he's
Will
doing just
if Will
fine.
goes over to Nelson, Nelson will start fucking polishing fucking Nintendo's knob on
Yeah,
some fucking
we don't need
random
that.
shit. We don't need any
We
of
don't
that
need that fucking
Nintendo shit.
exactly. All right, now let's go back to Newf. Newf. Now Xbox Series or Xbox ROG Ally X. I don't know what the fuck the thing is called. Right? Microsoft has been pushing that thing before it came out. I feel like they haven't been doing much after. Well, which is typical for Xbox, which is infuriating to me because it's like, bro,
Xbox
market
One.
your shit.
Well, that's because people
they
got it home
market-
and found out it wasn't a fucking Xbox.
They
See?
market it for a fucking week, and then that's it.
That's it. Well, Newf.
Hey,
So-
that's long. That's a week longer than the games.
We've all been talking about Xbox is done with console, or if they aren't, they're gonna do something that's very PC-ish. Is Xbox fucked here?
Oh yeah, if they fucking get the online games,
Thanks, Noob.
there's no fucking.
Man, look,
Welcome.
my level of enthusiasm for whatever the fuck Xbox has next tells you all you need to know. Because, like I said, I'm diehard on Xbox, but my anticipation level is like at an all-time low. First of all, the price proposition alone has me scared to death for Xbox. Like, you're gonna put all this power into this PC hybrid for what? For
It's
what
not going to be
exactly?
subsidized though, and it's not going to be fucking efficient. So
90% of the fucking developers out there never even utilize the Series X, so let alone utilize this fucking thing, whatever it's going to be. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't disguise a PC as a fucking console. It's just not happening. I'm not buying that ROG Ally, and most of my friends aren't for that exact same reason. They can dress it up as whatever they want. Like, this is like the transvestite of fucking game consoles. In the industry
I
right
know
now.
it's like you can call yourself whatever you want, but your fantasy is in my reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't.
So-
you fucking.
I
press
can
the
still
shit on
read
me.
your I can still read your birth certificate.
So,
And this
question
what-
for you
this
guys,
is what it says.
because Phil will shut the fuck up, but then he would just come out and say something when he should shut the fuck up. What is it? What's the saying? Don't let them know you're dumb, but as soon as you open your mouth, all doubt is
Remove
removed.
all doubt.
Yeah. So Phil wants to say some dumb shit like "Congratulations, Steam," blah blah blah. Getting rid of boundary. I don't know what the fuck he said. I like every time Phil talks, I just like roll my
When we
eyes.
all play, we all win.
Yeah, some dumb
Yeah.
shit like that. No, so Xbox has this plan for the future, and now Steam seems like, well, and once again, we don't know for certain. We're just going based off what people have been saying, right? Because we don't know for sure. But did the Steam bust their nut way before Xbox, and what does that leave Xbox now?
Oh man, like I think, it's kind of it's a little premature, a little too early to tell at this point because it's not like they came out a week before and just stole the complete thunder. But look, I think right now you definitely took the eyes away from whatever Xbox was planning to do. And I suspect that the Steam box will come in at considerably less than whatever Xbox is planning. Now, like at this point, I'm assuming they kind of already have the hardware planned out as to what it's going to be. I mean, at some point you got to put it in production, and you got to have a deadline coming.
And they're
at
done
some point here,
subsidizing,
so-
right? Xbox is done
Right.
subsidizing.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know what, like I said, I already know the price in the US versus Canada. I'm up here in Canada and shit's like crazy, man. Like the Xbox Series X right now, okay, get this. When I bought it on day one,
Yeah,
the
that's
Series
why when
X
people are
cost
like,
me,
"Oh, it's gonna be $800," I'm like, "The fucking Xbox now is $800."
Yeah.
You think it's gonna be?
Yeah.
Are you on drugs?
I paid $5.99 Canadian when it first came out in 2020. It's $749 for the same console now. Like, this is unheard of that consoles are going up.
Everyone's like,
that.
"Oh, it's gonna
crazy.
be 800 or $1,000."
Oh,
I'm like,
no.
what kind of
It's-
piece of shit PC you think you're getting for that?
If the ROG Ally is already selling for 1,200 Canadian,
And
you can
it's
only
running a
imagine
fucking mobile
what
chip
their
and
next one's
fucking-
going to sell for. right? I'm going to need to sell a kidney to buy one of these fucking things.
Yeah. So yeah.
So
All
how
right.
excited can I get? Seriously. And again, I get even less excited because they have no exclusives now,
Uh-huh.
Damn. Damn.
right?
So
Like they're a third-party publisher making first-party hardware. It makes no fucking sense.
One
Well,
of the
that's
biggest
because
third-party
that's what they're not. They're
publishers
just
now.
making PCs.
yeah,
So
I
there you
don't.
go.
RPG. What about you? What do you think about Xbox and with Steam now? Announcing what they just announced.
As far as what Xbox is planning on do, whatever 2026 or in
Are they
2027, what
fucked?
they're are they fucked? Uh, yeah.
If they get those fucking online games to work, if they get anti-cheat on that, it's fucking not gonna be good for them. It wasn't gonna be good for them anyways. No one's not. You'll have like 5 million of the fucking crazy fucking Xbox is the market leader. Fucking Hargeets out there.
New
I
Hero says
yeah.
correction. Xbox Rally X is not selling for 1200 in Canada. It's just not selling. That's funny. Sorry,
Exactly.
RPG. What were you
Yeah.
saying?
Is Xbox fucked? Their hardware's yeah, I would say so.
Well, are they fucked more than they already are? Because they're fucked already.
I think they're just going to continue to get even more fucked at this point. I
So
think
you
they need to bow. I think they need to bow
If
out of
they were
fucking
gonna sell
hardware.
10 and this shit ends up coming out working good, I think they're gonna sell 2.
I think they need to just get out of hardware altogether. I think they need to.
Yeah.
This is about
It,
saving
And
Windows,
and
dude.
the,
You
and the,
know,
and the person they're marketing this next hybrid for, the person that basically they're marketing for is
is a
already in the
gamer
high
who
PC
who ain't
business,
gonna want to use Windows
right?
in the
well,
first fucking place.
is a PC gamer, and that PC gamer already owns a fucking PC.
That's what I'm saying. So you're not obviously targeting the console owner who basically wants to stay like under $600. You're targeting a high-end PC
Uh
owner,
huh.
and they already got high-end PCs. So how are you going to convince them to buy this fucking thing?
I'm not
yeah.
gonna buy it. I have a $3,000 PC with the 5070 Ti. I have no interest in this new Xbox.
That's not even high range. You think that fucking Xbox is gonna be, or that fucking the Xbox PC is gonna be $1,000? These people are on fucking drugs.
No.
Something
Yeah.
and a lot people don't really talk about this, but it applies to me and
Because
it
there's
applies
there's
to
nothing custom about it either. It's just a fucking PC. So just like you buy a pre-built, that's what you're getting.
it
Exactly.
applies
Like,
to a
you know
lot
what I
of
mean?
people in my life where how many people have an iPhone? How many people buy the iPhone case from iPhone? How many people buy the iPhone earbuds? How many people buy the iPhone charging cable? How many people buy everything's iPhone? And I think that's the one thing that PlayStation has done really well this console generation. PlayStation uh console. Then you have the Portal, multiple headsets. Now they
Oh
got the new
shit.
fucking monitor, right? Steam,
VR.
VR headset, fucking the console, the
They're
Steam Deck,
fucking shitty ass
right?
headphones.
And then look at Xbox, right? So I think this is going to be a very strong thing for Steam. I think that PlayStation should be more than just concerned; they should be worried,
Hell yeah, dude! If
especially
they come out with a really good fucking like $2,500 Steam box that's fucking like the top end AMD in there and shit like that, and it's got everything working on it and shit, and I ain't gotta worry about Windows fucking tanking my shit. That's what I'm
especially if
getting.
Steam can get out there and market this thing. If they can, and I know they probably won't, right? They'll probably sell it at the Steam store only, and they won't go into the major retailers. But if they really market the fuck out of this thing, the world is already going digital. They're
I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
providing.
The Steam Deck's only on the Steam page. And that's what 5 million or whatever, but the fucking ROG sells less than 1 million, and that thing's in stores. I don't get that.
So
And
they're
Will, my friend, you said earlier you don't watch a whole lot of podcasts because you can't handle the bullshit, and that's exactly what I can't
yeah.
watch a lot anymore because I don't even care to hear the kind of narrative these guys are going to spin when this next Xbox drops.
Oh
Yeah.
God, I was listening to some of this. They're fucking like, this isn't hurt Sony at all, or Xbox at all. This is fucking Sony's in trouble. I was like, holy fuck, you guys.
Yeah, if
So my,
Sony's
my
in
question.
trouble, Xbox is
Like, you
yeah.
ever listen to Chaos Legion? Oh, that guy is fucking crazy.
So I have a question for the panel. Let's say this Steam box, right? The Steam machine. It drops a magical number of 600. How many units lifetime do you think this thing's gonna sell?
They'll do double whatever the Steam Deck did.
So 10 roughly.
If the Steam is at 5, I think it's closer
Yeah.
to the 4. But yeah.
I see them selling at least 5 million units first year if the price is right.
Oh,
No,
first year
I'm
on
just saying
lifetime.
purely lifetime.
Yeah,
Pure
lifetime.
Lifetime
lifetime.
for this Steam console, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So let's say a lifetime of let's say 6 years, 7 years.
yeah,
I could see 70 million at
yeah.
least.
Right around. Yeah,
70?
actually, yeah, you're right. 7, 8.
Oh, 7, 8. Okay, I
Yeah.
was like 78,
No, 7 or 8.
78.
I agree with Newf. Yeah, 7 to 8 million. I thought the Steam was closer to 4 million, not 5 million.
It's
Well, let
going to
me.
be a
Nelson?
complimentary box, like,
It
and that's the
is.
thing because they already got the ecosystem set up on the PC. It's not like if this thing doesn't sell that great, they're going to fail because again, they're already making their money on the
Oh
PC.
yeah.
Again, this is a complimentary thing. It's
Uh-huh.
not like a set-top box. It's like it's got its own confined ecosystem, and if you don't buy the games there, it's fucked. Because
You
if you're
know,
buying a Steam game, you're buying a Steam game. It's just going to run on your full NPC or this hybrid, Steam box,
the
right?
reason I say that PlayStation should be more concerned is not because it's console versus console or VR versus VR. That's not it at all. The reason I'm saying
It's
PlayStation should
storefront.
be is storefront. PlayStation has had a monopoly on the storefront forever. Xbox is
Hmm.
it's not in that not even Nintendo is in that fucking fight. You can buy a Nintendo freaking digital code at GameStop. Not for everything, but for some things. PlayStation, you can't do that at all. But the refund policy on Steam is 9 day, right? That's my
Yep.
biggest concern. So then my question to
Yeah,
you
that's the
guys
thing.
is,
You know, Steam has the highest fucking revenue per employee of any company on the planet because they don't have to pay for that. I think they're making this shit as a tax write-off.
so let me ask you guys a question each real quick. What price does it have to be for you to jump in day one? New
So what to have day one? Which one?
day one. What price does a Steam box have to do for you to be like, or what price does it have to be at day one for you to be like, yeah,
Um, okay,
day
up here
one?
in Canada for day one, it's got to be like it can be expensive, but not like out of the realm. So for me, like I already paid. What the hell did I pay for my Switch? I think the Switch 2 was like $600. So if it comes in at around like sub 800, that I would hope that would be. I'm expecting even less. So I think if it comes in at around 5.99 Canadian or even 6.99, I'd be yeah, it could be a day one for me.
What about you, RPG? What price does it have to be
Uh,
for you to say day one?
Day one, as long as performance and everything, I'd say 5.99.
And what about you, Nelson?
I ain't buying that shit. I want a better one than that. It's fucking
Okay.
Series S.
So I need it to be at 400 for it to be day one.
That ain't gonna happen.
500, it would be like, yeah, I'm gonna get it for sure. It just matters when. Maybe I'm waiting for a bonus check. Maybe till I get the itch and just say fuck it. 600, anything above 600, yeah, I will consider it, but not get it automatically. So that's my. If it's 400, day one, no thinking about it.
I think it's gonna
500,
be
a little bit of
eight or
thinking.
$900.
You think
It
so?
can't be that high. The specs in it are already 5 years old. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
it's not gonna
Okay,
be
we'll go
that
buy a
much.
PC with that. It's gonna be 1,200.
But here's the thing: it's a PC, but without all the fucking PC bullshit.
But all the
Yeah,
I
PC
know, but
parts,
the
yeah.
parts still cost the same.
It's not modular. It's fucking set.
I know, but that don't bring
You can
down the price
design
of the
that,
parts.
but the parts are old.
yes, the parts are already old, Nelson. They're not like state of the art fucking parts. That's why it's only able to do 60 frames and 1440 on a AAA game like Cyberpunk. I mean, if it came out with regular fucking like specs, like
Yeah.
modern, right now you go to the store buy a PC, that's not a
That's
piece
true.
of
They might
shit.
have just have overstock on fucking old
This
ones.
is
They're not selling them
Exactly.
more.
this is not
Exactly.
their console to replace the PC. This is
No.
their console to basically compete with consoles in a
Yes.
world where everything's getting super expensive and they keep hearing the cries that people want sort of PC performance per se at a proportion of the price. And this is where I think they've been following shit for a long time. They made some mistakes, but I think they've been following things closely, seeing what's selling. And I think if anybody's going to do it and come in at a decent price, it could be Steam because those
Yeah.
guys have been making like boatloads of money for
And
decades
no,
now. You know,
who was the chip manufacturer who turned Xbox down because they wanted a minimum of 10 million?
Was it an
Nvidia.
AMD
Nvidia, AMD.
or
So let's say just AMD, I don't remember, but you think AMD is going to be more willing to cut Steam a deal if like, hey, we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 million fucking chips
Mm-hmm.
that we need right now. What's our price? Do you think they're going to come in at fucking retail? Fuck no, Nelson. They're going to come in at fucking bottom dollar, the cheapest they can sell them at. So this is one more. I'm telling you right now, the chip guys are excited, right? This is another
Mm-hmm.
player, another console maker, that they can sell shit to. And I don't know. I think that this is good for the industry in general. It's good for PlayStation to get them off their ass. It's good for Nintendo because they're like, oh shit, they can emulate my fucking games on that shit. Wait a minute. It's good for the
Uh-huh.
chip
Yeah.
manufacturers, more competition. Let's fucking bring that price down. And it's good for us gamers. Where do I
And
want
the
to buy
crazy thing
Cyberpunk?
is, these sales that the Steam machine is going to get are the sales that Xbox could have had.
Oh, that's a big fact. And that's another thing. And that's another
Yeah,
transition.
but that's a bigger deal for Steam though, because everyone's like, Xbox. But the thing is, when you boot up that new Xbox fucking hybrid fucking whatever the hell you want to call it, transgender box,
No, but
people are
Newf
going
is
right to
right.
fucking Steam. People are going right to fucking Steam anyways. They ain't
Newf
buying shit
is
off your
right.
piece of shit Microsoft store.
Newf is
Fuck outta
100% right because you have a whole customer base who's in limbo right now, not knowing what their fucking Xbox is gonna do. And here comes Steam. Like, we got a path for you. You don't want the fucking $1,200 handheld? We got a path for you. You want to stay with consoles still, but you want to go to PlayStation? We got a path for you. You want to play VR? We got a path for you. So they are filling in a void that Xbox left. And this is going to be big. I'm
Yeah.
super excited to see where things are
And
going to
guess
go.
what? I'm an Xbox guy with a Series X, but I don't even have Game Pass right now. As a matter of fact, I have no online, and I don't intend to buy any online. I'm actually going to buy my Xbox games on my fucking PlayStation and play PlayStation for the PlayStation Essential program.
There
How
we
about
go.
that?
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of people do that too, man. I have a family member who also had a Series X, and he just sold it. He took it to the
So-
pawn shop, got $150 for it, and now he's going to save up for Christmas to get a PS5.
But the Xbox podcasters are saying to me, and so, well, that's a win for Microsoft, though, because you still get your sale for the game. Is that really a win for Microsoft? I mean, to some degree, I get your point. Yes, I'm still buying
No,
the
because
game
it
and
doesn't
paying
matter
the
if you
money.
buy it on Nintendo, PlayStation, goddamn
Right?
Epic. It doesn't matter. They're getting money for not doing anything.
But no, for
But they
these
could-
guys,
Yeah.
what they're doing is
yeah.
Xbox is bad, but they're worse. So because they're worse, Xbox ain't that bad. That's the fucking retardedness that they use in their head.
Right?
But you
I
said
can't even
this.
explain it, man.
And
It's
PlayStation
stupid.
guys do that the same shit. PlayStation do the exact
True.
same shit. And they get mad at me all the fucking time. When I talk about Naughty Dog and fucking Neil Cuckman, or when I talk about how PlayStation is so slow on their fucking production of games. Well, at least we got more games than Xbox. It's like, just because one is doing worse doesn't mean we need to lax our fucking standards. Our foot needs to be on their fucking neck. We're the consumer here. PlayStation
Yeah.
treats us like we're fucking hobos on the side of the street begging for, can I get some change, sir? No.
Yeah.
We should be getting treated at a certain fucking level. We should be getting games consistently.
Exactly.
Fuck that shit.
Look how competitive the Xbox 360 and PS3 generations were. That
Oh
shit was
my
insane.
God. Bro, I just told Newf earlier that I got my first 360 ever. I just bought it 2 weeks ago. I paid $40 for it, and ever since then, it's spoiler alert because the video's coming out next in 2 weeks. I got Portal 2 for the Xbox. I got the first Templars. I got RPG. What's that one Xbox game? I got The Suffering. I
The
got
Suffering, Jet Set Radio,
Jet Set Radio,
Sega GT,
Sega
2002.
GT. And that's on top of the games I already had. Fable 1, Fable 2, all the Gears,
Those are
Quake
OG
4.
Xbox games.
Perfect Dark, The Witcher 2, which obviously you couldn't play except on Xbox. And I'm feeling, Ace Combat 6. I love Ace Combat 7. I have like 300 hours in Ace Combat 7. So Ace Combat 6 is only on Xbox. And I'm playing this thing, and now it's really hitting me on how low the Series X is. I'm looking at my small little collection here, and it's way better by miles than anything has Xbox X put out this generation. By a long shot. So it's sad. But either way, gentlemen, we're at the 2-hour mark. Let's start wrapping it up. We like to keep it short and sweet. We show up, we bust our nut, and we bounce. But Newf, anything else you want to get off the top of your chest, man? Anything you want to let the people know about Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo's bitch ass, Steam's bitch
No.
ass, anybody else?
Look, at the end of the day, all I can say is competition is good. Hopefully it makes
Preach.
people strive to be better. Hopefully it brings down prices when hopefully it comes back, like the industry at some point re-rolls itself. I don't know if it will, but
It probably won't.
but Look, gaming is great. Find what you like. Just play what you love. At the end of the day, I'm not here to tell you what to buy. I'm not here to tell you one console is necessarily better than the other. They all have their advantages and
Yeah,
disadvantages, and I have them all as a multi-console owner. That's
yeah,
why I own them all
yep,
because there's something to play on each of them, and I'm no worse aware when I don't have one. You know what I mean?
yep,
So that's
yep,
why, as a multi-console owner, people call me a grifter, they call you a pony, or they call you an expert. It's like, how is that really so when I own everything and I buy everything? I'm
yep,
supporting all three brands. I'm basically the optimal customer at the end of the fucking day,
yep.
right? Now, just
Facts.
because I don't
Hey, you
like
know
the
what's
streaming
funny? Before I
service,
started using
right?
Game Pass because of the Xbox X1X, I was buying almost all my third-party games there, but then I was like,
Right.
I'll just use Game Pass on there, and then I
So
stopped using that too.
again, play what you like to play. But the main thing is you're playing games and having fun, And if playing games takes you out of your whatever is going on in your life, and for a couple of hours, it's like you find that peace and solitude in your life, because that's what games does for me. It's a chance just to chill, have
It's
some
the only
fun,
time I
have
get
some
to
fun with
sit
your
down.
friends. Exactly. It's an amazing hobby to be in, and the fact that we can even argue and talk about this shit is kind of cool in itself. So don't take it too fucking seriously. Don't take everything that we say either as like at face value. Again, a lot of times people forget that it's just our opinions, it's our take on the industry. It's going to be different than yours. It doesn't make you right or wrong. It doesn't make me right or wrong. It just makes us consumers, and as a consumer and our money, we have a right to say what we like and what we don't like. And at the end of the day as well, remember that we can preach all we want, but it's your money that speaks, not what podcasters say, blah, blah, blah. It's the money that talks, the bullshit walks. That's how it goes. So spend your money where you like to spend it. If you're happy with that, then that's all that matters.
That's a fact,
Period.
Newf. I've been playing nothing, basically nothing but Xbox this whole week. Or last 2 weeks, I beat Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo ODST, Halo Reach. I started playing Keeper. I checked out COD. I've also been playing Halo 4. I'm like halfway done with that. So, Newf is absolutely right. Play what you want to play. I think me and Nelson have been talking. Well, we've been saying this since the start of a podcast. The other thing that I've been saying, there's a reason I don't sit here and read articles, guys. There's a big reason I don't sit here. I am not the news fucking the guy from the news that's here breaking. No, we're just giving you our fucking opinion. And just like you, we're human. We're gonna make mistakes all the time. But what we don't make mistake in is how we feel about this shit. We are veterans. We've been playing games, a lot of us, since fucking NES and before that. So we have been gaming for
Mm-hmm.
30, 40, 45 years, right? So we know when shit is good, when shit is bad. And a lot of you guys do too. A lot of you guys are similar age as us, right? Nelson is an expert of the PS2, PS3 era. Like you ask him any fucking question
I
about,
know from Atari on. I listen to fucking documents all goddamn day.
yes, he at work. He's downloading fucking documents, listening to RPG. He's got the experience of all of them. He also owns a PC. He used to own an Xbox up until
Did you know
recently.
Atari was fastest growing company in America at one like 78 or 79?
Yep. You know that Nintendo saved the video game industry with the NES
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that had to do with, you know why? Quality. That's what
quality.
happened was Atari used to only make games for themselves, and then couple people left Activision or Atari, and they made Activision. That was the first third-party developer. Well, then as it started to grow or whatever, they just fucking were basically like Steam. They just fucking let whatever out there, and fucking people stopped buying games because you didn't know what kind of bullshit you were gonna bring home. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? So
you know what I was watching today? Because I've been playing a shit ton of Halo. I've been watching a documentary about Halo's marketing, especially Halo 3, and how they
Mm-hmm.
fucking marketed. I mean, they had a Pontiac Halo theme. And I'm like, damn, when's the last time we got marketing like that for games nowadays?
Mm-hmm.
Like PlayStation does it a little bit with their whole fucking
PlayStation, fucking Spider-Man had that goddamn.
yeah,
All New York was decked out. That shit was
Yeah, the
crazy.
subways and all that.
yeah.
Yeah, they even had fucking Spider-Man like holding up a train and shit. They spent like 100
Mm-hmm.
million on marketing, dude.
Remember the you go to Burger King, you get a fucking the Halo fries and fucking the Gears of War fucking Mountain Dews and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like they don't do that anymore, and I
The
feel like
Burger
they
King games for
yeah,
Xbox.
oh yeah, yes.
That was
Remember
awesome.
7-Eleven, if you bought a Slurpee Halo cup, I mean yes, if you bought a Halo Slurpee cup and you would get a code to pre-order the game and get a beta. That was like 05, 06 shit. Like they don't do shit like that no more. And that's the other
Remember
thing
when you
too.
used to get a fucking demo disc for games?
Yeah, demo like AOL for internet demo disc.
Yeah.
The other thing that these guys don't fucking do is they hire all these, I don't want to call them artsy fartsy people, but like for Bungie, they were just some bros making a game. You know what I mean? And I think that we've gotten so far away from that in the video game industry that now we're getting all this fucking bullshit that nobody wants to play, obviously, because they're losing money, they're closing studios. But why can't we get back to that where just some dudes, some girls are like, fuck it, I want to play a game like this. Let's fucking create it. And they go out, bang it out, fucking no sleep, no eating because they
Space
are
Marine 2.
passionate. Space Marine too. You know what I mean? But RPG, anything else you want to let the people know?
No, not really. I put all my contact info there in the live chat, so if anybody wants to add me on Steam, Twitter, or YouTube, my stuff's right there in the chat.
Oh,
But
but not PlayStation, huh? Because now you're a
uh,
PC fuckboy, huh?
I mean, you can find me in Will's Discord if you want to add me on PlayStation. I don't really throw that PlayStation shit out there anymore because
RPG's a fucking turncoat. Now he's all PC.
yeah,
Now he wants to
I
fucking
do
marry Gabe.
I do turn on my PC a lot more than I turn on my
Oh, hey,
PlayStation,
question
but
for you guys. Well, I got you here.
yeah.
There is a rumor that Half-Life 3 might be coming out around the same time as the Gay Box. Do you think that's a
Mm.
possibility, and do you think that will push some numbers?
I would say it's a very high likely possibility.
Yeah, that
No?
would be huge.
You think that
Yeah,
would elevate things and make them sell a couple million extra?
totally.
Make it a day one or even a fucking pack in for
Ooh,
purchasing a Steam Cube. You
hey,
get a fucking code.
Yeah,
Steam is
couple of free
capable.
games right off the back too from Steam. Couple of free downloads.
Yeah,
Some of the more
Yeah.
popular games. Yeah,
because I
they
don't
could do
think
that.
the only reason I'm saying that is because earlier we said, that with Steam is different. We feel like exclusive really don't matter with Steam because everybody's exclusive is Steam's exclusives. But at the same time, it's like, and Heroes right, exclusive question mark. I don't know if that would
Exclusive to
really
Steam.
exclusive to Steam, but I don't
Doesn't
think
mean it's exclusive to a platform because you have Steam on PC, but exclusive to the Steam store.
Hmm.
the thing. I don't know if that will push the Steam box any more than it would already sell because PC gamers know about Half-Life. Like Half-Life, I don't think it's a
Yeah,
game where your common console gamer knows about. I mean, they do know from the PS3, right? I got the orange box, but I
Hmm.
don't know if if it ever reached those numbers with consoles. But either way, it'd be interesting to know. And
I think
Steam,
software for the VR, the Steam Frame, having some type of exclusivity there
yes,
could be a massive reason
good
to
point.
buy that over a Meta Quest,
Good point.
Oh, I mean,
right?
think
Because
about the Steam
that's sort of
frame
been
with
another that's
Half-Life
in
Alex.
another niche. That's sort of been another niche in itself because we all
Yeah.
know like the Meta Quest, and obviously looking at Meta Quest went out and licensed that Batman game that year, right? That helped move some units,
Oh yeah, dude. I
right?
I bought. Well, part of the reason I'm buying my son the MetaQuest was for that Batman game. I was like, oh shit, Batman's coming out this year. Let's get you the MetaQuest for Christmas.
It's fantastic.
Yes, yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point. For the VR, the exclusive will
Yeah.
make it go a long way. But yeah, Nelson, anything else you want to bring up before we head out of here?
Nope.
Besides that, you and Nintendo were kissing behind a tree. Fucking
Try
fag.
to.
Oh, he's playing a little Atsu right now.
No, Nelson is a fake. He says Nintendo's the greatest, but yeah, he don't play Nintendo. Like we all know, he just wants to shit on PlayStation. Um.
He's waiting for Kirby Air Riders to come out.
Oh yeah, my bad, I forgot.
I'm
But
getting it.
that Metroid, I'm getting that day one. That shit looks dope to me. What about you, Nelson? Do you like it?
Yeah, get both of them for Christmas.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Just throw yourself even more into debt.
Yeah,
Hey,
right.
that fucking Switch 2's been great, man. My kid don't bitch about me about the PlayStation anymore. He don't play it anymore.
Yeah, there's no more CDs to scratch up.
All right, guys,
Yeah.
there you have it. Thank you for showing up to the State of Gaming podcast. I am going to be put all these guys' information in the description box, so go
I
over to
banned him from
Noof's.
Fortnite, so.
Go over to. As a matter of fact, I'll let Noof say it. Noof, where can the people find you?
Hey, it's just Newf Nukem on YouTube, man. It's go check me out. If you're on the X, I spend a lot of time on social media on the X app as well. So yeah, just head over and check me out if you get a chance. I don't do a whole lot of podcasts anymore, but I do, like I said, do some game streaming from here and there. And as a matter of fact, tomorrow I might actually do a podcast because the Game Awards are announcing their nominees tomorrow.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm gonna jump on while that's live and actually fire up a podcast and talk about that. So.
Hell yeah. Me, RPG, and sometimes Henry have a live streaming day on Tuesdays where it's a community game night. So we'll definitely be talking about that on Tuesday. So RPG, where can the people find you?
You can find me every Tuesday night at 6 o'clock here on this channel for the co-op streaming gameplay.
The Just Playing live stream. Nelson,
Yep.
where can the people find you at?
Nelson Gaming 12 everywhere, and Nelson Gaming Culture on YouTube.
Facts. And if you're looking for Nintendo gameplay, don't go to Nelson's because he don't play Nintendo. But if you're looking for PlayStation or Xbox, he's in there like swimwear. And me, you're already here. So thank you so much for showing up, and we'll catch you guys next week on Sunday. Keep it gaming.